Hey y'all, I'm Steph MAHAN and this is Brad Ecton, and we are here at the 14th Annual Atlantic Stampede in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Gaithersburg, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C.
Yes.
This is an amazing rodeo. This is actually more than an event. Really, we have a couple of thousand people that are going to be here.
Yeah.
We're going to show you some of the parties at night and some of the entertainment as well.
Right, and the stands are already getting full, which is very weird. Usually it takes a while for the stands to get full, but the stands are already full. It's going to be hot, hot, hot here.
We're going to go down to Tom Sheridan to see what's going to be at this rodeo. Tom, take it away. Tell us what's going on.
Thanks, Brad and Steph. We are going to see some incredible rodeo this weekend. We're going to have bull riding, steer riding, bronc riding, goat dressing, and some incredible interviews with incredible cowboys and cowgirls. So stay tuned for more exciting rodeo. Back to you, Brad and Steph.
Now, this is your third rodeo.
Yeah.
Still asking a couple questions, but...
Yeah, I don't really understand all the rules yet, so forgive me and my stupidity.
You know, I understand all the rules, but what I still see are just hot cowgirls and cowboys.
Yeah, well, and dirt flying.
And dirt flying. And then, of course, the great animals. Speaking of animals, like we just heard from Tom.
Right. I was looking at some of the list, and Elodie, of course, is here. Some of the favorites.
Elodie Hutner, Chuck Browning, Brian Helander, a lot of the people that you've been following as you've been watching this program, and who are going to also be in finals in Dallas.
In November, right?
In November, middle of November.
This is going to be a really good event. The stands are already filling up, y'all. It's going to be something that you can't leave. You have to watch it, so don't go anywhere, okay? Stay around with us. Did I just say stay around?
Destiny, come get your panties.
Welcome back, folks. This is the 14th Annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo right here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. We're just a stone's throw away from Washington, D.C. I'm Brad Ecton. I have Steph MAHAN sitting right next to me.
You do.
Aren't I lucky?
And we're in the middle of goat dressing?
Very beginning of goat dressing. You know, you remember goat dressing from Atlanta and L.A.
Yeah.
One of your favorite events?
It is one of my favorite. And have you noticed the underwear is pink this time?
You know, I did not.
Or salmon?
Now, you know, I say it at salmon. I say it every rodeo that I conference with the goats before, and they talk about the BVDs being shipped in, and they're all happy about that. I think this pink underwear was kind of sprung on them.
I think they look at the goat's skin tone.
I think it's a little...
They thought it would go well.
A little degrading, actually.
Well...
Is that even boys' underwear?
I don't know. It's not a thong.
It's not a thong.
Thank God.
Thank God. We also have Tom Sheridan joining us. He is in the arena, in and about the arena, talking to the people in the know, bringing us interviews and all the good stuff that's happening down there. Now, goat dressing, if you remember, Steph, we have our little friends tethered to a rope. Each team comes down, just like you see right there. They have many techniques in carrying that underwear. Lift those legs up, slip those underwears on. Underwear on. Run back to that line. They're going against a clock, not really against each other.
And the best time, and this is an event that is in no other rodeo. It's not like in a straight rodeo. It's just a gay event.
Look at that.
Oh, poor little thing. Look at it. Humiliate. Look how its ears are droopy. Oh,
they're going to go. They can't bawl with pride now. And it's kind of odd knowing that we're just literally a walk to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Father Bush is just over here, and then we have gay goat dressing right over here. Yeah. We should have invited him down.
No, that
I think we're going to
go
stand in front of the...
knock on his door?
Yeah, knock on his door.
Oh, see?
Oh, somebody's not happy.
They're complaining about the underwear, I'm telling you.
And your probably favorite monument is probably the Washington Monument?
As opposed to the Lincoln Memorial?
Yes,
it's the whole phallic symbol.
Exactly.
I just saw it. I walked up to it and I was like, oh my gosh. It's just
You probably thought that door had batteries. There's a big, huge battery in the door instead of just go up in it.
It's kind of pointy on the top. I don't know how that would work. Another one of our teams trying to get that goat. Goats are a little wily here.
Yeah, they really are.
It's those Gaithersburg goats.
I think there should be an event, Run Like a Girl. Because some of these contestants run like girls, and they're boys.
A lot of cowboys would win. I do believe. I think some of the cowboys run like a girl better than the girls run like a girl.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I was like, good God, man, have some pride.
We do have a few little trots out there. Brian Helander and Chuck Browning. Look at that stance. I've seen this before, almost cheek to cheek.
Yeah, they are very, very into it.
This is a
They're good
serious
at
thing.
it.
Of course, Brian Helander being the president of the International Gay Rodeo Association, and Chuck Browning being a man staff that you might have a lot of shoes or a lot of guitars.
Can you hear me?
Chuck Browning has over 300 buckles.
You're kidding.
No, he just doesn't know what to do with them. Look at him go.
Now, is this a buckle event?
Absolutely. You can win a buckle in goat dressing.
I don't know if I want that.
And they did well. If you remember, actually, you weren't with us in LA. Oh, you were in LA.
Yes.
You were in LA. They didn't do that well. We're going to go down to Tom in the arena and see how they're doing now. Tom, take it away.
I am here with the international champion goat dressers, and we had a little problem here, Chuck and Brian, when we were in Chicago, and you told me that you were going to work things out. Chuck, did you get things worked out today?
Oh, absolutely. Got them all worked out.
Got them all worked out. Okay, so you ran today. How did it go, Brian?
It went well. I didn't rush as much as I did last time. Sort of lost my head at the goat in Chicago, but Chuck made me get it back together.
Okay, so you've had some discussion at home about goat dressing and, some challenges that you've had. And I know that you told me in Chicago that Chuck needed to work on some things. So I'm glad that you guys got that worked out.
He needs to work on me.
Yeah.
Cheek to cheek, butt cheek to cheek stance before they start. Is that part of their technical
Tell
merit?
me about the cheek-to-cheek stance that you had before you started. Is that something that you do at every rodeo?
Well, I'm sorry you picked up on that because that is one of our secrets of the event. We always start cheek to cheek.
Oh, okay.
But I
So
guess it's out now.
that was kind of a secret that maybe we're
Uh-oh.
revealing. It's a strategy?
Oh, absolutely. Every part of it, there's a strategy.
Well, there's nothing in goat dressing that we don't do that's meaningful.
Every element is pinpoint. We know exactly what we do here, what we do there, what we do here, what we do there.
I mean, you guys have been doing goat dressing for a lot of years. 11 years. We've only got a couple more rodeos before finals in Dallas, right?
Yes, we're on the short end of finals now.
Okay, so we've got a couple more rodeos, and you're sitting about second, maybe third.
We're first and second.
So we're first and second in the International Gay Rodeo standings.
First team in the standings, yeah.
Great. Well, good luck in Dallas, guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Tom, thanks. I guess, Steph, we're not going to be able to, we won't tell anybody about their stance.
No.
Because, apparently that's a little secret.
I don't know how. I wouldn't want to. Well,
I figured at the dancing and everything that's going on at night, there's a lot of cheek-to-cheek action there. I didn't know if it would come and spill out onto the rodeo grounds, actually.
if it gets that's what it is. It gets their juices flowing.
It gets their juuses
so
flowing.
they can get their adrenaline.
I
so
wouldn't
they
say
get
that
going.
too loud. Yeah, the adrenaline.
Yeah.
There you go, those juices.
I guess juices are more than mine.
But a very, very important event.
It
You
is a
started
good-
11 years together goat dressing.
Now, when they go to the finals,
Yes.
is this a finals event as well?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And you always have the same team, right?
A lot of them do. They figure they'll stay with the same person. They work together well. It really works out to their advantage. You see all these cowboys and cowgirls, and they're smiling down there doing goat dressing. They're thinking of that, Steph. They're thinking about finals in Dallas in the middle of November.
Now there is
Having a little problem there. These are our boys from SMRA, Smoky Mountain Rodeo Association, in your hometown.
and they live in Nashville. Yes, they
Absolutely.
do.
Doing a good job there,
I've never seen it
actually.
before in my life. Oh, look, give me my panties back.
Let me know when you're ready.
He's like, I need that hat.
Now, these panties, underwear, whatever it is, they go to charity after they're done with them?
They clean them up.
Well, I hope so.
Now these, I'm not sure. I don't know who would want to buy a pair of pink
Salmon.
salmon. Now you're gonna have to get with me in San Francisco maybe, and we could do some goat dressing together. We just
Some
make
people
sure-
are thinking I'd get killed.
We
but-
just don't. You can't get maimed by the goat, of course.
Yes.
You see, they're out there. They look a little wily. They're just beasts.
There would be hell to pay with my girlfriend if I got killed. Or maybe. I don't know. She might be like, la, la, la.
We're gonna go down to Tom in the arena or behind the chutes. I'm not sure where he's wound up now. Tom, tell us what you are doing.
Okay, I am here behind the chutes, or actually in front of the chutes out in the arena with,
Mitch Horn.
Darla Horn.
and this is the first time that they have ever done goat dressing together. Is that right?
That's correct.
And tell me how it went today.
It went okay, except I wore a new pair of cleats and that wasn't good.
So new cleats are not the answer?
They're not the answer.
What's the problem with the cleats?
They stuck more than my feet wanted them to.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know that when I came back from rodeo, this was one of the toughest events for me because I stumbled and fell. So
I almost did. I almost fell, but then I ran behind the timer, so I got DQ'd.
Ah, so you got DQ'd because you didn't do the pattern right.
Right.
Wow, so we've got rules that we have to follow here, too.
Apparently, yes. You have to run in front of the timer so they can.
Boy, you'll remember that next time, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow will be different.
Well, we'll look forward to that. Back to Brad and Steph.
That is going to wrap it up for Goat Dressing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We are at the Atlantic Stampede Rodeo, 14th annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo, right outside of Washington, D.C. Great place to have a rodeo, I think, in our nation's capital.
Yes,
especially
it
a gay
is.
rodeo.
And it's beautiful here. This is a beautiful. We were on the way to get here. It was just absolutely a gorgeous drive. This is a nice area of the country.
It is. Check out
here.
IGRA.com. You can head out to one of these rodeos across the United States, just like here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. We're going to be back in a second with more rodeo action. I'm Brad Acton. I have Steph MAHAN with me.
Hi.
You saw Tom Sheridan. He's with us as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 14th annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo right here outside of Washington, D.C. in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I'm Brad Acton. I have Steph MAHAN sitting next to me.
Steph MAHAN. Hello.
You are Steph MAHAN.
Yes, I am the one and only country music legend.
Country music legend. And folks, we are just about to join steer riding, one of our favorite events.
This is a very exciting event. You never know what's going to happen. In it.
It's extremely exciting. And we've seen some of the steers before this event. Not as wily as we've seen them before in certain rodeos, but certainly not calm by any means. You're going to see how devilish these steers are.
Again, one of my favorite events because it's so, oomph, so big.
Oh, you never know what's going to happen
you
either.
don't.
You know, we're looking for 6 seconds on the back of these steers, these cowboys and cowgirls. Of course, we have our cowgirls coming up.
I tell you what, if somebody gets 6 seconds, this audience, which is packed here today,
We're absolutely
will go absolutely crazy.
Absolutely packed.
It's not, I don't think I've ever seen this many people at a rodeo. It's
Next
Oscar.
up, we've got Oscar. I'm going to let you pronounce that last name. Give it a shot.
MOCELO.
MOCELO.
MOCELO?
That sounds good to me.
Okay. I like MOCELO better.
From Comac?
I was going to say Comic, but I just like to say come.
Oh, my. Coming out of the chute.
He looks like he's going to get seat.
Not giving him too much of a problem.
Oh,
We need
I think
6
he might.
seconds.
I think he got
We
it.
got it.
All right.
And he's still on. Look at that
And
dismount.
look how graceful he stepped off. That was nice. He is proud of himself.
Has to be happy about that.
Look at that. He's happy.
Audience really enjoying that. And that's a good sign, Steph, for the rest of our cowboys and cowgirls coming up. We've got one ride covered right away.
Let's look at that. Here he goes again.
Now you notice his hand in his rigging that's keeping his body on the back of that steer.
Yep.
It's called staying sticky here at the Gay Rodeo. That means many things. We look like we have Sonny KOERNER here, Arlington, Virginia.
Oh, I love him.
Now, Sonny KOERNER, if you remember, Steph, in L.A., and, you said he came up to you and talked to you in the booth. He came up to us right before his ride and said, he was kidding, but, I guess I should retire. I can't stay on the back of anything except his boyfriend. And then when he got on the back of that steer, had this great 6-second ride, closed out the rodeo in an amazing way.
Wasn't it even longer than 6 seconds?
It was.
He chose to get off.
Yeah. It was just amazing. It was just amazing.
It was amazing ride. I hope he does the same.
So I talked to Sonny earlier. He's excited about this. He's a little calm. A little bit calm. We're going to see how he does.
Happy.
Here he goes, shaking the head.
Here we go.
We're going to get 6 seconds. Oh, steer's not giving him any trouble as of yet.
Well,
Nope.
Okay. Oh, did he get it?
We're going to have to see if we did. I don't believe that he did. Look at that steer. And he did cover.
Okay. He barely
So
got his 6 seconds, but he did get it.
So Sonny's going to live there.
Did you notice they were coming out of the Hero unit?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Yeah, Hero Unit
That's
Productions,
my
one of our
favorite style.
IGRA sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Holding on for dear life. Well, that steer almost
That
got
steer
him,
was
too.
none too happy.
I know we got 6 seconds. Let's go down really quick to Tom Sheridan. Oscar just had a great steer ride.
Yes, Oscar MOCELO. He did have a good steer ride. Tom, what do you have to say?
Oscar, what an incredible steer ride that was. Now, you have been away from Gay Rodeo for over a year now. Tell me how it felt to come back.
Thanks, Tom. I have to say, at first I was a little apprehensive, but I've been doing it enough to get back into the groove really quickly. Once I got on that steer, it was just absolutely wonderful, and the ride was good, the rush was there, it was great.
So you've been rodeoing for how many years?
About 11 to 13 years now.
Wow. And you not only do steer riding, but you do what other events?
I do bull rides, I do shoot dogging, I do the camp events, all rough stock and camp events.
Tell me a little bit about, you and I are not getting any younger, so what do we need to do to encourage the younger people to get involved with this rodeo? Because it is such an incredible sport.
It is absolutely an incredible sport. I think if we get them out here and at least to participate in anything once, it'll get in their blood and they're hooked, just like us.
And once you're hooked, years and years later.
Years and years later.
Oscar, thank you. Brad and Steph, back to you.
Again, this being day one, heat one, these Cowboys, well, on steers, you really can't hold back. You have to get that 6 seconds. You have to try to get a great score.
And you do have to have one hand up in the air at all times, right?
Absolutely. Cannot come down and touch the animal or the rigging. Mitch Horn, someone else that we haven't seen a lot in prior rodeos.
He's tighten that handle thing. What's that called again? When you hold on to it?
The rigging.
The rigging,
Yep.
okay.
Here he comes, Mitch Horn.
Get that hand up in the air.
Again, a slow start. That's good for him.
Ooh,
Doing
that
nice.
is good. Oh.
Nope.
I'm always afraid they're going to get stuck.
Don't believe that we got a cover. We're going to have to wait and see.
I don't think it was 6 seconds.
Very good try. He's going to be able to come back tomorrow. And especially with this competition, if you cover one day, you may not the next.
Here he goes again.
Had a great seat when he came out.
Yeah, he did. And he just he started falling forward.
Steer turned on him, just fell right off.
Well, Tom is somewhere out there in the arena, and he always seems to know all the scoop. Tom, what's happening right now?
We are here behind the chutes with Miss Patty.
Hello.
And Miss Patty is a very, very unique chute coordinator. Patty, you do your work, or your best work, I should say, in full drag.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, it's sort of full drag. It's face and boobs, but nothing else.
Face and boobs, okay? And as we can see, real boobs down here, we got them going on. But she is, one of the better chute coordinators on the circuit. How do you concentrate? You're in full drag. That's got to be tough.
Well, you don't worry about the drag. You just worry about the animals and the contestants.
So tell me why you do it that way.
Well, I was iJoy Royalty, and when I first started Royalty, everybody thought, well, Royalty's royalty and contestants are contestants and, chute coordinators are that. And I says, no, I'm going to do it too. So I decided to become a chute coordinator. First a competitor, then a chute coordinator, and then said, hey, there we go. Bridge the gap between the two.
So you decided to prove them wrong.
Right, prove them wrong.
There you go. Well, good. Well, have you ever had anybody treat you illy because you were in drag or not respect you as much?
Not really the contestants. At first, yes, the contestants, but more Royalty at first. They didn't like that I was competing or doing stuff like that. But now, if you notice, more drag is out there in the arena because they're all coming back.
We have. We've watched many people that are competing now, and whenever you talk to them, it's like, yeah, I can do this and do Royalty both. So they are just having a blast, and they're finding out that one side of the fence isn't any more fun than the other.
Right. It's a lot of fun both ways.
Oh, well, we could have some fun with that, but I think we're going to go to a break here. So more rodeo in just a few.
Cowboy Joe VEILLEUX right now in the chute. Getting ready for his ride from Pensacola, Florida. Of course, part of the Great Florida Gay Rodeo Association.
Yeah,
new on the circuit. Going to have their rodeo next year in Fort Lauderdale.
Brad, did you meet Mr. Cowboy Joe in the hospitality suites last night?
I did not.
Oh, that's not what I've heard. I've heard you were like the party favorite.
Party
I'm just
favorite.
saying. These are the things I hear.
Here he comes. Cowboy Joe. Almost. A couple of extra inches there, he would have had a serious problem. We're looking for Mark Larson in the chute. Mark Larson from Watertown, South Dakota. Mark Larson, excellent cowboy, about to come out of that chute. Growing icon, if not already icon on the circuit. Been in many rodeos. He's not a stranger to steer riding.
Now, is he prepared for the finals?
He is.
Okay.
He is. He's qualified in steers. He's going to come out. Again, a great seat, not a fast-moving steer. I don't think he's going to have a problem whatsoever. Take a look at Mark.
Ah, there goes the horn.
Excellent.
Yep, and he slides off it was gracefully.
You tried there.
Yeah.
Nice job, nice job.
I met him yesterday in the restaurant. He's a super nice guy.
He is. He
He
is.
is very handsome.
And giving everything he possibly can to the International Gay Rodeo Circuit. He really puts forth an effort.
Here we go.
Now you see his hand going back and forth, balancing himself as he goes. He's not even moving on top of that steer. Look at that.
It's so funny to watch the different techniques. Some people do that. Some people just have
Yep.
their. There he goes, sliding off. Oh.
Boom.
It was an excellent ride.
Whoa, we've got our next cowboy coming out.
Oh!
Dave Parks.
Dave Parks didn't last too long.
Kind of snuck up right on us. Dave Parks coming out right here.
He lost it right there in the first couple seconds.
Deal, Maryland. Yep. Could not stay on.
Wow.
Jeff Rudder in the chute getting ready while we get that rogue steer out of the arena.
He is from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
See him there heating up his rigging, getting his rosin hot. Folks, come out and see these cowboys and cowgirls at a rodeo near you. Check out www.igra.com. Follow your favorite cowboy, see when these rodeos are. You know, come out and not only see, you can participate. Steer's being rather calm in there.
He looks like he's concentrating very hard.
I would imagine, I can't even imagine. but
Oh,
I'd
the
be-
fear I would be having right now.
Here comes
Wetting
Jeff
my
Rudder.
pants.
Chute's open. Got a good
Oh.
seat. Oh.
Oh.
Now this might work to his advantage here.
Oh,
He's got his ride.
Oh, did he?
He's not going to score high, but he got his ride. That's 6 seconds. Absolutely. Doesn't matter if
Here
that
we
steer
go.
come out and
Do
just
it
sat.
again.
Now the cowboy wants the steer to buck and do good, because if he stays on for 6 seconds and he had a mean steer, that's the higher points he's going to score. With the steer just kind of sitting there, standing there, it's you know.
So it all depends on how pretty the ride is of the higher score.
Absolutely.
Right.
Between the cowboy, how he is on the back of his steer,
Right.
and how the steer does. If it's a mean steer, you know, the perfect ride would be a mean steer with the cowboy on it, bucking all the hell.
Sticking
That's
very.
stays on for 6
Now,
seconds.
if they lose their seat a lot, that's bad.
They
right?
lose their seat a lot, what usually happens is they'll get bucked off.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he can stay on for 6 seconds, you know, even if he's losing his seat,
Right.
that's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And that's how many points is it?
100 points. Most cowboys with great rides doing about 70,
Wow.
75. Sammy from Sacramento, California. Cowboy drove or flew. Quite a way
He
to
probably
get here.
flew.
Here he comes, Sammy Van Golder. Got a great seat coming
He
out.
does. I think he's going to get his 6 seconds.
He's
Oh,
gotta
there it
get it.
goes.
Someone
And he's
else-
still riding.
Someone else covered. Has to get off
Oh, my
now.
gosh.
Has to get
Now, do they
safely.
get points for getting off?
No. No.
Wow, that was a nice ride.
Look
He
at
was-
him. Got to be proud of that.
He was on there for 10 seconds.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
Just the way it's supposed to be done. Pure balance. He's centered. He's focused. And that steer's bucking.
Yeah,
that's
it
not-
wasn't, yeah.
That's not a particularly easy ride. Said, okay, it's time to get off now. He's trying to get his hand out of his rigging. Boom. Right there.
Nice, graceful exit as well. He looks happy.
Hot
I think he's-
cowboy right
yes,
there.
he was very cute.
Elodie Huttner
Ah,
getting ready.
my girl.
She going to cover, Steph?
I think she might do it today. I really do.
She's usually good on her second day, first days, give and take. She looks ready, though.
I think she's going to make it. I think she's going to do it. I feel lucky for her. I love her because she's one of the few women who are brave enough to try every event.
Absolutely.
Of this kind of
yeah. Especially here, only 2 cowgoers. Here comes Elodie. Needs 6 seconds on the back.
Oh,
Hard fall.
she always falls hard and just kind of. Oh.
Now that's some wind that gets knocked out of you, I can
Yeah.
imagine. We rarely see Elodie not be able to get up right after that fall, so we are going to take a look at one more time.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get her up off of that arena floor. Started out great.
Oh, okay.
Steer made
that
a turn.
was a, yeah.
Just couldn't do it. We have Elodie up.
Definitely
We
a
have
hard
Elodie
ride.
walking right now. She can be just
Okay,
fine.
good. But I think that you're right. That's the first time I've ever seen her lay there for any more than a second.
Kind of gets scary.
Yeah. She is a tough, tough cowgirl. This is Cindy Brendle from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. And
Sending traveling to the circuit this year as well. Very good steer rider. It's going to be a tight competition. There's only 2 cowgirls. She's ready. That arm's going to go up in the air. Remember, cannot come down and touch the animal, cannot come down and touch rigging.
Okay, there. Well,
Almost.
it's almost like she changed her mind. Okay, there goes
There
that
she
arm.
goes.
They're gonna open that. They're gonna open that chute.
She's saying, psych.
Okay.
Cindy Brendle.
Here she comes.
Give Elodie a ride for money. Well,
Well,
I think she may
I
not
don't
score
think
big
that-
points, but
that steer's
oh,
not giving. Oh,
we
that was a
go.
hard hit. She's
did not cover as well. Steer riding for women still up for grabs.
look how slow the steer came out.
You know, again, that it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah, all right.
You know, low points, good ride. Oof. But
right there,
started
yeah.
to get air and bucked right off.
I could ride it for when it first came out.
I don't know if you could.
You don't think I could? I have ridden a cow before. When I was a kid, I was raised in farmland. Farmland in Illinois. And I have raised, I
Now,
worked cows.
Are you sure it wasn't the little animals outside the grocery store that you put the little quarter
Well,
into
that too.
and ride
Which I
back
got
and
on
forth?
one recently, and there was like, whoa. I wouldn't even move. I'm a little heavier than I used to be at 5.
That is going to wind up steer riding for our cowboys and cowgirls. Remember, tomorrow or later in the show, our second heat, these cowboys are going to come back, and especially the cowgirls. Neither of them covered a ride. Cindy Brendle and Elodie Huttner.
So there's always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow. They're both going to go for that buckle. Right after this break, more rodeo action to come. Stay with us.
Don't go anywhere. We are here at the 14th annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo in beautiful Gaithersburg, Maryland.
If you're just now joining us, we are in the middle of barrel racing. This is cowboy barrel racing. The men go first on Saturday in our first heat. Women go first on Sunday in our second heat. We're taking a look at Jason KUTZ from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Barrel racing, of course.
Jason got some good speed there.
One of our speed events. Hit those barrels in a cloverleaf pattern, take it back home quick, and go across that electronic eye, trying to get the best time you can.
Okay, here comes KARL KLINGENER.
Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah, that's right up their way a little bit. He's got some good speed. That's a beautiful horse he's got.
He does, taking the barrels a little bit wide and not really going as quick as some of we've seen or will see.
Oh, God, he came close to that barrel.
But a good ride.
Yes, it was a very good ride. That's where they really get their speed, right there at the very, very end. Look at the nostrils on that horse flaring. Just NUSSER?
NUSSER. Spring Church, Pennsylvania. Dale coming out quick and tight.
Yeah.
Oh, love it when they get that tight to the barrel without knocking it over.
Ooh, oh man, that was really close.
Of course, if we knock it over, that's a 5-second penalty. Haven't seen that yet.
That was nice. That was a very big horse. He has a big horse.
Taking a look at Brad now coming in. Brad Buzzard coming out quick and very tight around those barrels. Key thing.
I love the dark mane with the light colored.
Oh, absolutely. One thing you'll notice as well, Steph.
He really got some speed.
We've got our cowboys here. Right after our cowboys will be our cowgirls. Our cowgirls, just almost every single rodeo, do just as well, if not better, than our cowboys. Jake NODAR from Poolesville, Maryland, showing his talents on the back of his horse.
The horse kind of gave him a little gallop there for a second.
Every
kind of
tenth,
slowed him down.
Every tenth of a second.
Oh, there it goes. Ah, there goes the barrel. That's 5 seconds.
That's going to affect Jake's points and his time.
But they didn't slow down. He didn't give up.
No,
He kept
of course
going.
not. Because again, you never know what's going to happen next. We're looking for FORREST OLGERS from Richmond, Virginia. Trotting in on his horse, coming in fast and tight around that first barrel. A lot of our cowboys seem to be slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, they are. Some of the horses seem a little cantankerous. Ooh, there he goes.
There we go. And take it home fast.
Yeah.
Holding on to that hat. Don't want to pay that $5.
I mean, $5 is not much, but it's the whole point of the thing. It's the whole principle, I think. It's pride.
Frank Schneider making his way in, and look at this rigging.
Oh, I love that rigging.
My.
They really do work hard on making their horses just look beautiful.
Oh, they do.
You go in the back, and they're grooming them. And
this brings new term to the electric cowboy right here.
That is beautiful. I don't know how long it stays clean.
Frank doing a great job. Making it back with a lot of speed.
You can tell the speed when that front of that hat flops up like that.
We're taking a look at the Palomino Kid from Athens, Ohio. Getting his horse ready before he goes through the line of electronic eye.
Now, horse Palomino from Ohio?
Absolutely.
Well,
Got to run the first
here he
barrel.
goes.
Again, these
Okay.
Cowboys look like they're going a little bit slower than usual.
Yeah, he's taking his sweet time now. He's going to go get that speed up.
But he's got a clean run, though.
That was pretty. Here comes Jim Cooney.
Hometown boy from Washington, D.C. He's coming in fast. Oh,
Well, he's almost walking around those barrels. And, okay. I think he's wanting the horse to go faster. He's just not, it's just not.
he's trying. You know, it might be a green horse. Might be one of his first
Yeah,
few runs.
maybe it is.
There they go. Got back in pretty quick.
Carvey Gilligan. Gilligan?
Harvey Gilligan. Annapolis, Maryland. Formerly of Atlanta, the Southern Spurs Rodeo, just now moved to Maryland with his partner. Having a little problem with his horse. Carvey, an all-around great cowboy.
Yeah,
and
he's-
might I add, a nice-looking cowboy as well.
He seems really cute. I can't see him.
It's a great voice, too.
The horse is very persnickety, though.
Got a clean ride, though.
Okay. Nice speed on the end.
That's what it's all about. Cowboys and cowgirls are everywhere.
We are now with the girls,
Our cowgirls.
cowgirls,
Oh,
barrel
no.
racing. Lots of trouble with that horse.
Obviously not going for a time right now. He just wants to complete the course, get his horse used to doing this. Looks like a green horse, maybe even a green cowboy. Ty Tigan coming in from Aurora, Colorado.
But she's a good cowgirl.
She is. She competes in quite a few events. She loves speed events. You can tell why. She gets around those
Yes,
barrels
she
pretty
does.
darn tight.
She sure does. It's amazing.
Beautiful horse, too.
It is a gorgeous horse. Oh! We spoke too soon, Brad. Oh,
You
man.
jinxed her, Steph.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, Ty. I like the name Ty. It's kind of a good name. Jodie Cook from Gray Court, South Carolina. She is looking very good. She's looking really good.
She's already shown up half the men right
Look
here.
at that. Look at that smile on her face.
Boom.
Yeah, she is happy with herself.
Look at
All right. I do believe she did show up the, not even men, the boys. Look at that grin.
The little cowboy.
She's a pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
Look at this. And you know what? She knows when she gets it. She knows when she gets it. She starts grinning right around that second barrel. Ah! There she goes.
Got some power there. Last cowgirl up. Last one to prove their stuff. And amidst these four, Connie Morris, Cave Springs, Georgia.
Yeah, she's come quite a way.
One of our Georgia peaches. A new cowgirl, possibly. Definitely, maybe
Okay.
a new horse.
I'm not lying when I say this. No, really.
Yes.
I could do that. Without a doubt. Could.
Perfect example.
Yes, it is.
Perfect example of how it's very important for these cowgirls, cowboys, and their horses to get out and complete these courses. She
And-
wasn't quick, but she had a clean run.
That's a little understatement there, don't you
Well,
think?
I'm proud of her.
I am too. That is going to do it for barrel racing right here at the 14th annual Atlantic Stampede.
Next up is bull riding.
Yes, my favorite.
One of our most amazing events, cowboys, cowgirls, getting on the back of 2,000 pounds.
Have you seen the stands? The stands really get full for this event. This is a fun event to watch. TV, live, it's even more fun live.
What do we like to call the bulls?
Pissed off pot roast.
Pissed off pot roast. So you have to come back and see that.
Yes, don't go anywhere, okay?
Right after this.
We are back here at bull riding, getting ready to watch our first cowboy. We have 5 cowboys brave enough to get on those
Hopefully.
those evil little mean animals. Yes, hopefully.
Hopefully, it's
yes,
been known sometimes
yes.
cowboy's going to go up, see that bull, looks a little rank to him, looks a little too big, and he might scratch.
I think they pee their pants and they just get scared.
I need their pants to get
Yes.
scared. I absolutely would. See our cowboy right there? He's got his flak jacket on. He's got a protective helmet. He's getting his rigging ready.
That bull looks mad.
He is bareback on that bull.
His horns are really shaped off.
Just the only thing keeping him attached is that rigging.
And a prayer.
And a prayer, if that. Remember, folks, steers, 1,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds, you're looking at 2,000 pounds plus of animal here. Have our cowboy giving a shake.
This is a really, really good event for families.
That shoot's about to open. Audience is screaming. Here they come.
Okay, our first bull
He
rider.
is sticking on that. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Man.
He did not get the 6 seconds.
He did not cover that ride. Excellent ride, though.
But that was a very nice ride.
My.
Here he comes out. I mean, he was just bucking hard.
Steph, it looks like that it doesn't take any skill other than to hold on
Oh,
for hell or high water. That is some skill to be able to do that.
I'm always so afraid that they're going to get hit in the head.
It's happened.
I know,
It's
but
happened.
hope I never have to see it.
Look at our next cowboy. I think we're going to try Ed Higgins one more time.
Speaking of being testy, this bull doesn't look too happy.
No, and Ed's been waiting for this ride all day. This is his only event that he's participating in. We've seen him walking back and forth in front of our booth, just an anticipation.
I think he's flirting with you,
Well,
actually.
That's okay.
And he's a cutie.
Here comes Ed.
Oh, Ed didn't have such a good ride. And a hard fall.
With a decent seat coming out, but immediately down.
Man. That's no score for
He got out quick,
Mr.
though.
Ed.
He's sitting down. That was a hard fall, Steph.
It really was. Yeah, it really was a hard fall. Here he goes, coming out of the chute. It looked there for about 2 seconds. He was going to have a go, but then he just got
The bull turned around nearly in mid-air.
right. He fell right on his back. It looked like he was just, the air got
Look
knocked
at
out of him. Wow. Oh.
Yeah, not easy.
I mean, anytime you kick up that kind of dust with a fall, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly.
God, he's fallen into a big pile of dust.
Man. Ed's having a problem with his shoulder, it looks like, Steph.
Oh, my. Hope he's okay.
Need to get that helmet off. Take a look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's in pain.
Not doing well, but as, another testament. We've got those paramedics right there, really quick. Get that mouthpiece out.
He did. He fell right on that side, too.
Yeah. Ed's done this before, not necessarily with his shoulder, but Ed's, he's fallen off the bull many times. He's covered many times. He's a great cowboy, but that cannot feel good right there.
No way. Oh, he just looks like he's about ready to faint. Every time they touch it, oh, God.
I tell you, Steph, a cowboy like this, coming in, he didn't have to drive that far, came all the way to the rodeo, waited for 8 hours to get on the back of this bull.
I know.
And
I just want to cry for him.
I'll tell you what, if he's able to, he's going to be back on that same bull in our next tee.
I know, but...
Just the kind of cowboy Ed is. It's his back, he's saying, it looks like.
Okay, he's starting to get up.
Important thing is, though, he's talking, his eyes are open, and he's not laying on the ground. That's what
Let's
we don't
take
want.
another look at that ride, because...
See if we can catch that fall.
He did fall so flat on his
Just
back.
boom.
Oh, it was that kind of that right shoulder just
Yep.
flop.
He's walking, though.
He's walking,
He's going to
yeah.
have a hard time walking it off, but he will.
I think this is Montana Dan they're showing here.
Montana Gang getting ready.
He's from Virginia.
Now, what do you think Montana's going through his mind right now? He just saw Ed Higgins get thrown up about 8
Holy
feet in
crap,
the air.
holy crap, that's a big bull.
You got to weigh things. A lot of these cowboys that aren't qualified for finals yet, there's more rodeos on the circuit, so they, if they see some bulls that are ranked or, they're just way too big for them, they have to decide, am I going to scratch now? Am I not going to go? But then
Yeah.
again, I need to get to finals. I need to qualify for finals. Seeing our paramedics there, looks like Ed's getting some much needed attention, I do believe.
Yeah, he is. I would like to know.
There he is.
He said it was his back, but it looks like they're helping his shoulder.
Ugh. Just imagine. I got a hangnail. I got a hangnail. I'm doing that. I'm laying on my back, crying.
Right.
And wanting a lot of sympathy.
I think it's his. I think it's his shoulder
It
because
probably is.
he's got his arm wrapped up there.
Ed's going to get his
Yeah.
back or collarbone or
We're
shoulder
going to take a
taken care
little
of.
break. We'll probably know more when we come back.
We're going to try to get Tom at some point. I don't know if Ed can talk, but knowing Tom, he's just going to stick that microphone right in front of his face and try
No,
to
Tom.
anyway.
Oh, that will be his comment.
Stay with us, folks. We're going to come back with more bull riding. You can't miss that.
We're back here, and we were going to have more information about Ed. They're still checking him out, making sure everything's good with him. We're going to tell you as soon as we find out what happened to Ed Higgins and how he is. We have seen him walk. We're still not sure of
Yep.
his...
His eyes are open. He's talking. He's actually screaming
Right.
because he's in pain.
But we're really not sure. I mean,
He's not dealing with life or limb, though.
so we will tell you that as soon as we figure it out. But we are going to go on next to our next bull rider, who I think it would be harder to see something like this and then be the next rider.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, totally. Because you'd be like, oh my gosh, because
Especially if, you see the bull riders, being
Right.
standing
It's a-
where Ed's being dragged out right here.
it's a big reminder of what could happen.
It's like, never mind.
And here comes Ed. See, high five.
Very
I
good.
think he's doing well, but he is holding his collarbone.
Steph, that's a cowboy right there. That is a cowboy. To get out there and do
He's
that.
waving. Yay!
You gotta love him. You gotta love him.
Yep. Is he being taken off in the ambulance?
I believe so. Tom Sheridan is heading down to the ambulance to see if he can get a word with Ed Higgins, who just now got hurt in bull riding. Tom, see if you can stick your head in there and see how Ed is.
We are down here at the ambulance, and we are just making sure that Ed is okay. I think he's okay. He's probably going to be transported here, may have broken his collarbone, but they always want to make sure that there isn't anything else broken as well. So time will tell here, but we are going to send him off to the hospital and make sure that he is okay. But we cannot rodeo anymore until we have a fresh ambulance here. So as you can see, the ambulance crew is working on him now.
Tom, did
making
you
sure
see
that
it
he's
from
stable.
where you were standing? We're kind of a little bit further away than you were. Did you see? Did he hit on his shoulder? Was it his collarbone? Was it his back? Where did he hit exactly?
It looks like he came right down on his shoulder when he came towards the gate and came off the bull. So that's probably where he hit.
He fell hard, didn't he? Did you hear the thud?
Yeah.
We could almost hear it up here.
We were standing right there, and he fell really hard. Came right back off that bull right on his shoulder.
Did you talk to him at all? Did you say he's going to be fine? What did he tell you? I'm fine.
He looks like he's in some pain. So if he's got a broken shoulder, I would say that that's probably where that's coming from.
Well, if you do stick your head in the ambulance, please tell him we're thinking about him and to take care of himself.
Absolutely.
Are the paramedics with him right now? Or
They are with him right now, so
Okay.
they've kind of got him tied up, so to speak, and they're asking him some questions and making sure that he's coherent
Very
and
good.
knows where he is. They always run through those kind of things before they even transport him. So whether it's cowboy, cowgirl, doesn't matter. We make sure that we use as much care as we possibly can here at our rodeo.
We're going to take a look one more time at some footage that we have of, I believe, of Ed Higgins as he was coming
as
down.
he came down and fell. Here he is.
We've got his ride. He had a decent seat and then
Oh,
just right
that-
back.
Every time.
Not only just on his back, too, but with his legs in the air.
Yeah, so Brad and Steph, one thing that you immediately see is he comes off that steer. I mean, we've got 2,500 pounds of burning meat, remember, and he not only just falls off, but he throws him off into the dirt.
So it's not even just a fall from a great height, but it's a forceful fall.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But if you do talk to him, tell him that if he recovers, that Brad will be at the hotel waiting for him.
I will
That will give him
definitely let him know
incentive
that.
to get better and get back here.
He may
If
not
needs
come
some-
back now.
If he needs some extra care, I'm sure that
Once
you
the
can
ambulance will squeal
send
his
that to him,
tires
right,
out.
Brad?
A little bit of Brad TLC.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank
You
you,
bet.
Tom. We're going to take a small break. We're going to bring you more information on Ed if we get anything
I'm not
different.
picking on you.
It's okay. You're cute. You can get away with it.
We are going to wait for another ambulance to come here because we cannot do any event without an ambulance on
Which
call.
is the greatest
which is
safety
great, yeah.
measure.
So we are going to wait for them, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
More bull riding right after this.
Don't go anywhere.
Folks, welcome back. Steph, we have an update from Tom about
On Ed.
Higgins.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen a cowboy thrown down that hard. And I tell you what, when you see that pain in his face, just give me the heebie-jeebies.
To see a guy cry, it was pitiful. But I think Tom has gotten the last word on what's happening. Tom?
Okay, I just talked with the emergency crew here, and they heard from the hospital about Ed, and he is in the emergency room still. Like I told you before, they are still checking him out, taking their time, doing some x-rays, and making sure that he is okay. Believe that he has a broken collarbone, but we're going to wait and hear more from them. We will keep up on that story and let you know more shortly. Back to you, Brad and Steph.
Tom, thanks. We're in the middle of bull riding. We're picking up with, I believe, who is Jake Nodar from Poolesville, Maryland. Getting on the bull. We've just seen Ed Higgins ride. Not turn up so well, Steph. He came up, forcibly threw on the ground, but he's walking, he's talking.
They are real good about getting word back to us.
Of course. Jack Nodar being our last cowboy who's going to ride the back of that bull. Then we're going to get to our cowgirls, which will be Elodie Huttner.
Yeah, that doesn't always take very long usually for the girls.
She's representing the sisterhood. Put that hand in the air, give a nod, come out of that chute. That he's going to grab that 6 seconds.
Look at that mustache Jack's got. I wonder if he wears one of those hats that say
here
mustache
he goes.
rides.
And off he goes.
Oh!
Now that bull looked like it got a plug at him, but he is looking okay.
Man.
Just kind of makes you verklempt, doesn't it?
God,
look at that. Just like Ed Higgins thrown to the ground, the bull comes right back over.
It almost looked like he grabbed his arm. He didn't let go soon enough.
I tell you what, that horn was about, it looked like a centimeter away from coming into contact with his head. That is a lucky, lucky, lucky cowboy.
You just never know which way they're going to go. The animals are unpredictable.
Like this, Sonny KOERNER.
Now, he had a good ride a little while ago on the steers.
He did.
And remember in L.A., he had that great ride on bulls.
Put everybody on their feet in L.A., but he just now saw Jake Nodar go down. He's just seen Ed Higgins in the back of an ambulance.
Yeah, that's going to play with you mentally.
It has to. It really, really has to. These bulls are big and they're mean. Here he comes, Sonny KOERNER. Immediately getting tossed. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Looks like he even got tagged a little bit as well. Oh, ripped his shirt open right there. Man. Let's take a look at that one more time. 5 cowboys, 3 hurt. Sonny KOERNER coming out right here. He stayed on a bit right off. Got nicked right as he came down. Let's see if we can see where that bull made contact with his. It looked like his elbow, actually.
Yeah, he was holding on to his elbow.
Right there.
Yep.
Man.
At that force, that really could cut your skin, cut your elbow open.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just imagine just the force of something hitting you hard enough to break, to rip your shirt. You know, that is a lot of force. 5 cowboys down, 5 cowboys with no time.
Okay, we have another cowboy.
It's good that you do that back.
They're trying to mess with us, Steph. They're going out of order.
They really are.
I think we should just call everybody cowboy. Look,
well, except Elodie.
Except Elodie.
Yellow and blue shirt. Yellow and blue shirt.
Coming out of the chute and quickly right off.
That was Cowboy Joe.
Cowboy Joe Veilleux from Pensacola, Florida. Gave it his shot.
Yeah. I think he's a little disappointed.
Yeah, but lucky too.
Yeah, well, very lucky, but I mean, he just didn't didn't stay on very long at all.
Did not stay on.
Now, would he get any points for that whatsoever for even trying?
No.
So once you get thrown off, you don't get any points?
No points.
Okay.
We're going to take a second and go down to Tom Sheridan, who's with Sonny KOERNER right now after his ride. Tom, take it away.
And Sonny, you had an incredible ride a few weeks back in Los Angeles. We are now at the DC Rodeo. You rode bulls today. Tell me how that went.
It kind of sucked, basically. But it was my own fault. Couldn't blame it on anybody but me.
Tell me what happened. It just the smart bull. He kept pinning my left leg, and I couldn't get it unpinned, and I got frustrated, and I called for the gate before I was ready.
So he distracted you while you were in the chute.
Yeah, they ain't as dumb as they look.
Exactly. So, so a lot of times the bulls will like lean up against your leg and like pull your weight over there, so you can't get out,
Right.
or you can't get your leg.
Right, and you can't move around. And the smart thing to do is just to either yell at the people who are pulling for you to push him off, or if they can't get him off, is normally to come up. And what I should have done was reset and all of that stuff. And I was just impatient, and I called for the gate. And
What we should do and what we do so many times is not the case. Well, I'll tell you what, Brad and Steph, it's back to you for more bull riding.
Now, the biggest question to ask, Steph, 5 cowboys have run, 5 cowboys knocked off, 3 cowboys hurt, 1 sitting in an ambulance right now, and we have little Elodie Huttner about to get on the back of the same, remind you, the same bull.
You know, I think sometimes she's tougher than the guys. I really do. You've got to be in these events and be a woman.
Yeah, it is. We have to, we'll have Tom talk to Elodie hopefully after this. But what I get from her, it's just in her blood.
It is. She has a good time. It's all about having a good time. If she gets thrown off, she kind of is like, ugh. And she just does it every rodeo. She's there.
That contact with the animals, she lives for it.
Yeah, she really does.
Absolutely
and she travels all the way from California. She is from California, and she works hard at these. She's got more buckles than you could shake a stick at. And well-deserved.
Have you shaken a stick at buckles before?
No.
Okay, I just tested. What is going to happen to Elodie
I would
Huttner?
wouldn't that be, I would just die.
Well, don't die.
I would, well, okay, not literally, but I would just kill over, and I would throw up.
I would too.
Right here, I'd throw up if she gets it.
Face
if
that
she
way,
rides
please.
it.
Face that way, please.
Projectile.
Elodie Huttner, brothers in arms, down on the ground. Here she comes, and immediately down. Immediately down.
Now see, she fell every bit as hard as Ed.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Just seems to fall correctly. She is a triage nurse. So I don't know if she just knows to relax when you fall, or she just doesn't tense up. She must roll. Wow.
Now that was some force.
She hung 10.
You saw that force.
Yes.
And
she just gets right back up.
Amazing. Cowboys and cowgirls did not step up. We're going to go to Tom with Elodie. Tom, what's on Elodie's mind after seeing these cowboys?
Elodie, tell me what's on your mind right now after coming off that bull.
Oh, I just wish I would have rode him longer. He's very strong, powerful bull. If there is like any women younger and more athletic than me, please try it because it is so much fun. And I feel like it's lonely being the only one. And trust me when I tell you, it is really, really fun. And it's not as bad as it looks. I just wish I could ride them longer is all.
But you came off.
Oh, Tom, would you tell her I love her?
Yeah, we all love you very much for getting out there.
do.
But you came off that bull just as hard as anybody else. Several people before you got hurt. So, I mean, it's got to be hard to get back up there time and time again.
I don't know. I just love rodeo. I love horses. I love cattle. They're so much fun.
And the Skate Rodeo is a place for you to express that. Great. Well, Brad and Steph, it's back to you.
Absolutely. Tom, just real quick, ask Ellie, how does it feel to see her cowboy brother in the back of that ambulance hurt, grimacing in his face? And what does that do to her?
Elodie, we've asked you this before. We just saw a cowboy get hurt. What goes through your mind when you see somebody sitting in the back of an ambulance and you're ready to go out on a bull now?
Well, I hope that he's okay. I just, people get hurt driving to work and stuff, so it's like you might as well have fun in life.
There you have it. So it's kind of your perspective on it, just whatever you love to do.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that there's critters on our planet that give us real enjoyment.
Well, there you have it, folks. And back for more gay rodeo here in Washington, D.C.
Welcome back to the 14th Annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo. I'm Brad Ecton. Steph Mahan's going to be joining me in a moment. And what you're seeing right now is shoot dogging. Cowboys and cowgirls are going to have to step it up to get those buckles. Shoot dogging, of course, steer is going to come out, have to get that steer over a line 10 feet out. Get it down to the ground and get the arms and heads facing the same way and pin that steer. And of course, this is our second heat, so we have our cowgirls going first. It's Ladies' Day. We're looking for April Citizen Kane from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We've got some decent times for the ladies. A little above 4 seconds. Here comes April out of the chute right now, or maybe not. Having a little problem getting her steer out. And down. Very nice. April Citizen Kane doing well. She did not post a time yesterday. She's going to do very well today. Best time yesterday for ladies, 5.37 seconds. That is the time to beat. Kimberly Kay up next. Our next cowgirl posted a time of 8.93 seconds. She's going to have to do a little bit better than that to get April Citizen Kane out of the running for that buckle this evening. We'll see how Kimberly does. Coming out, have to get over that line. You'll hear the whistle blow once she hits that line. Having a little problem with her steer. Oh, not wanting to move. She has to get it a little bit further, a little bit further. That steer's just giving her a little bit of problem. She's trying to get it out there. Of course, a 2-minute time limit we have. Worst time, slowest time yesterday posted by a cowgirl, 19.25 seconds. Looks like Kimberly is going to be above that. And unfortunately, put her out of the running for a buckle this time around. She's just about there. This audience is going to really get with Kimberly. They love a cowgirl that tries. That steer is just not one to go anywhere. She's going to try to turn him around. There we go. And back him toward that line. There we go. She's got a little... Nope. Time. Kimberly Kay is not going to post a time, but you know what? That's okay. She's pretty and she's RGRA royalty. Cindy Brendle coming out next. We're looking for Cindy as well. Did not post a time in our first heat. Remember, Cindy's looking to place a time better than 5.37 seconds. Ty Tigan is the lady to beat out here. Here comes Cindy. And again, slow out of the chute. Trying to back him up, get him across that line. You know, it's interesting. Yesterday, our steers were just rogue and wily, and now it looks like they're just tired. Just about there. Oh. Audience is getting behind Cindy. Oh, she made the line. She just has to lay that steer down now. 4 feet facing the same way. Oh. Almost. There she goes. And she got it. She's going to place a time not as well as the 3 top cowgirls that did yesterday. Ty Tigan coming up. Ty Tigan, excuse me, placed the best time yesterday. 5.37 seconds. All she has to do is have just really a successful dog here, and she's pretty much guaranteed that buckle.
But most of the women got their steers down yesterday, right?
They did. They're having a little problem today. The steers, and by the way, we're being joined by Steph MAHAN.
Hello.
She was out with her fans.
I did get stopped by somebody.
Did you? See? You can't go anywhere nowadays.
It's so hard being me.
It's
you have no idea.
Looking like a rock star, being like a rock star, you know.
Yeah.
Even at a gay rodeo, you're stopped.
I'm such a rock star with my linen shirt. Please.
Audience getting behind. Getting behind Ty Tigan right there.
Ty's having a hard time.
She is. The cowgirls have had a hard time. Oh.
Now I got back up. Now she has to kind of start all over again.
Oh. This is going to be interesting now. Ty Tigan, of course, was our first place in our first heat. Did not have a successful dog there.
Wow.
Looking for Jennifer Verona coming out of the chute. This is going to leave it wide open for our cowgirls. Jennifer, a mainstay on the rodeo circuit. Jennifer did not post a time in yesterday's heat. This is going to be her shot. Here comes Jennifer out of the chute. Having a little bit better. Oh. Perfect.
Very nice. Good time.
Fastest time so far.
Okay, since I was out talking to somebody, how did Kimberly Kay do?
I'm not going to tell you. Elodie Huttner coming out of the chute now. Whoa.
Oh.
And that puts a new spin on steer wrestling there. Elodie not giving up.
She never gives up. That's one thing I love about her.
She doesn't. You know, and never going to get tired of talking about Elodie Huttner.
No, I do love her.
All the way from Norco, California. She's here with her partner, Elizabeth. She got it.
All right.
Very nice.
Probably not the best time she's ever had.
No, but you know, it's all a matter of these steers. You know, we've had a lot of problems. Yesterday, or excuse me, in our first heat, Steph, you remember these steers were coming out just gangbusters. A lot of them today. Look at that.
So it went right down for her,
Yeah, look at that. That is some muscle in that cowgirl right there, I tell you.
And as she called them yesterday, critters.
They're critters.
They're critters.
It's God's critters.
little critters.
That's right. Steph, I talk a lot about the hot cowboys here at IGRA Rodeos, and there's a lot of them. But
Cowboys, cowgirls.
One of the hottest cowgirls.
Yeah, she is.
And royalty from the great state of Colorado, of course.
I used to have a crush on Crystal Marlin. You've all seen her if you watch the IGRA.
Absolutely.
But this next girl, Kimberly Kay.
It is all about Kimberly Kay. Tom?
Tell me a little bit about what it means to you to not only be royalty member, but to come out here and party in the arena with the rough stock all day long. That's not the usual way things happen.
No, it's not the usual way the royalty participates at the rodeos, but for me it's really neat because it's a great experience to be able to be back here with the other contestants and not just be with people in the stands and the people who came here to party, but the people who actually came here to rodeo. After all, that is what we are doing here, is having a rodeo. So it's really great that they've all welcomed me, you know, with open arms as a fellow contestant. So it's been
your background is in livestock maybe, or that's what drew you to rodeo, is that you've done that sort of activity before. Maybe the royalty was new to you, or are you a performer at heart as well?
I'm actually a performer at heart. Rodeo is new to me. I never did this before until January, the first rodeo of this season. I went to the rodeo school in Arizona and learn how to do the shoot dogging and a couple of the other events, and some of them weren't as fun for me as the others, and shoot dogging is just such a great thrill that I just stuck with that.
What makes shoot dogging better than the rest of the events?
Well, there's something about that battle with that animal. You know, it's so unpredictable every rodeo. I mean, you never know if it's going to come out just running, or like today where it's just going to be stubborn as heck and not go across the line for you, and you have to work for every second of it.
Some of these steers are 3 times as big as you. How does that work? I mean, you are no big girl. You're kind of petite, you know? So is it like about leverage, or how do you get those steers down out there?
It really is technique. I mean, definitely I could not down a 400-pound steer just by muscle. It's just about, you know, what I learned in rodeo school, how to put that nose in my back pocket, basically.
Well, there you have it. So you have learned from rodeo contestants. They've all helped you out learn. You came in here in January and you knew absolutely nothing. So, Kimberly, thank you for talking to us today.
Tom,
I do have a comment. Will you pass this on to Kimberly?
Sure will.
Can you tell her I said,
We've got lots of people in the stands that are hot over Miss Kimberly. So you are definitely a favorite one of the contestants out here.
You didn't
Thank
tell
you
her.
for talking to us. Don't go away.
One more thing with Kimberly.
Okay.
She spends money. She spends her time to come to these rodeos all across the United States. Why? Why does she do it?
So tell me, I mean, you spend a lot of money to come to these rodeos. It's not a cheap event. I mean, you've got flak jackets on, you've got clothes, you've got hats, and plus the royalty. I mean, that's got to be tough. How do you manage all that?
Well, luckily I have great friends. One that I can get buddy passes to fly, so it's a cheap flight. I try to stay with friends when I go to rodeos, and I've met a lot of really great people. This weekend I'm staying with people that live here, so I don't have the hotel expense. And
Incredible. Well, Brad and Steph, more rodeo action after this.
Tom, thanks.
Thank you so much, Tom.
It just mystifies me still.
Right.
After 9 or 10 rodeos that we're doing, we talk to cowboys and cowgirls who just have this passion.
They do. And it comes down to loving your fellow man and wanting to help out. It really does. I mean, you spend the money, but you know it's all going to a good cause.
Right, right. And I'm sure you can feel that way too. I mean, being a singer-songwriter, you just have a passion. I mean, you're not a millionaire yet. You're not, but you have a passion for it.
Yeah, you do. You have to do it because you love it, because you can't do it because you're going to make money, because it's not there all the time.
Not going to work out. Kimberly Kay, an excellent example of an IGRA cowgirl.
Example. And a great entertainer herself.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Stay tuned, Fongs.
Stay tuned, everybody. Don't go everywhere, okay? Don't go everywhere.
Folks, welcome back. This is the 14th Annual Atlantic Stampede Rodeo right here in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Right outside of Washington.
A stone throws from Bush country. Yeah, well, it's okay. Washington, D.C. is a beautiful city anyway. We're actually getting right back into the beginning of shoe dogging.
Right.
We're going to take a look at our cowboys. We had many cowboys post times yesterday. Fred K being the best, 4.09 seconds.
Wow.
Excellent. Sammy Van Galder coming up from Sacramento, California.
Truthfully, that's not much more than the woman.
No.
The women did.
No.
It's really not.
Women regularly show up our cowboys here. We like that. Sammy doing a nice job. Not as quick. Sammy did not place a time yesterday.
From Sacramento, California.
Coming up next, we're looking for Cowboy Joe Veilleux. I love that name. Cowboy Joe Veilleux.
Joe Veilleux. You think he's French? Or maybe
might be a little French in him.
Veilleux.
If I was going to call myself and make up a name, I think I'd do something like Veilleux.
Yeah, I think I probably would too. Veilleur. By the way, speaking of velour, I love your new jeans that you just got.
Thank you.
Here at these festivals, at the rodeos, they have a lot of booths over there, and he just bought a new pair of jeans and a new pair of boots.
Trying to be a cowboy.
You're like 6 foot taller.
I can flirt a little bit better if I look like him.
If you're looking down at him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. We just saw Cowboy Joe Veilleux come out. We're looking at Fred K coming up #1 yesterday. 4 seconds.
Wow. 4 seconds. Can you imagine?
Let's see if he can do it today. He's having a little bit rougher time. He needs to lay it down quick.
Oh!
Wow.
I believe he did it.
And that's why he got that 4 seconds yesterday.
Wow. I think that might be the buckle winner.
Well, we've got a few cowboys coming up. Actually, he was tied for first place yesterday. Rocky Coon came in with a 4.09 as well. He had a little trouble getting out, but boy, he laid that steer down. Look at that. It's the way it's done. We're looking for Jim Nodar from Poolsville, Maryland to come out.
Did he time yesterday?
He did not. Jake's looking to post his first time. Judge's flag is up.
Wave at me.
Here comes Jack. Time to beat, 4.09 seconds. Coming out quick. Need to flip it over. No.
Oh.
Man.
Well.
Got a good time.
It was a good time,
Good time.
That steer almost ran out of there.
It's almost like wild drag, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You never know what they're going to do. They either sometimes stay in there and you have to drag them out, and sometimes they run out.
It's all up to that steer. Brad Steele coming out from Markham, Ontario, one of our international gay rodeo participants. From Canada, looking to post his first time as well today in our second heat. I like that name, Brad Steele.
Yeah, that might be his real name. And if it is, he's like a soap opera star name.
Absolutely. Here he comes, coming out quick.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
He's not. Oh,
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent.
Doesn't quite know what happened to him.
I wonder what goes through these steers' minds when they're out here doing this.
Get your stinking hands off of me.
Looking for our next cowboy.
Frank Colvin.
Frank doing a nice job.
4.84.
Very nice.
That was nice.
Of course,
he looked happy with it.
Time to beat 4.09. Brian Helander coming out of the chutes. President IGRA. Look at this cowboy, Steph. Look at this. Had a little trouble there. Still having a little trouble. He came out great, but not gonna happen. Look at that.
Oh, God. He loves this association. He loves everything about that, and that's why he's the president.
And we say over and over again, he's not only the president that pushes the paperwork, that makes decisions, goes to meetings. He comes out here and cowboys it up with all these cowboys and cowgirls.
Now watch I don't think I've ever seen him clean. Here he goes again. He's
He
constantly
had a
got
great
dirt
shot
on
at it
him.
right there, but it's just not going to happen.
That's excellent.
He's going to do a little gymnastic work with his steer now.
10.
Man, look at that. Oh!
Oh.
He got hit. He got tagged.
I'm glad they filed those things off.
Can you imagine, though? Next up, we're looking for Brian Helander's goat dressing partner of 11 years, Chuck Browning.
Now, Chuck is quite... Now, is he the underwear holder or the goat holder?
Oh, Brian
Yes.
is the underwear holder. We've been told
Brian
by
is the
that mysterious voice in our production truck, but yes. Chuck Browning coming out, having to pull his steer out, but you know what? This man has some muscle to pull that steer.
Oh.
Chuck Browning did not post
good.
a time yesterday in our first heat.
But he got it down that time.
Doing pretty well there. Destiny B. Childs in her chute. We're going to see what kind of
I
weight.
love that a drag queen wrestles.
Hey, can you imagine? I mean, 1,500 pounds of steer, you got a drag queen in full regalia, full makeup, and she looks stunning, of course. She's got her blonde on today.
Nice.
And Destiny just recently, just this year, started getting out of the rodeo circuit. And Destiny, of course, being royalty, she was the second runner-up for Miss IGRA and the whole thing. She gets out, she's shoe docking now. I mean, she's never done rodeo. She's doing excellent, but she's coming out with gangbusters. She does well in speed events, too.
You know, it's easy for a drag
Look at her
queen.
go.
Look at
her go.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Destiny
okay.
is holding
Let
on.
it go. Oh, my God.
No, she's got it. She's got under control.
I wouldn't call that under control, Brad.
Well, she's under control. She's
Oh, be good.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
That was excellent.
Oh,
my goodness. Okay.
Happy with that, and I want to say something. By under control, I meant she had hold. She knows how to hold that steer. She was being
Oh,
drugged.
It looks like when my first
Look at
girlfriend
that.
left me. Don't leave me.
She has whispered in that steer's ear right now. You can do whatever the hell you want, but I'm not letting go.
Oh.
Look at that. And fabulous looking through the whole thing.
Good for her. You know, I was going to say, it's easy for a drag queen to look good in a dress, but when they look good in jeans...
Jeans and a cowboy shirt?
Yes, that's hard to do. It really is.
Destiny is flawless. That is an IGRA cowboy right there. Tim Lewis coming out.
Oh.
Man.
Okay, there's one that didn't keep his hat on, but...
Tim gave it a shot. Both Destiny and Tim did not post a time, but you know what? I don't care. That ride, that dog with Destiny was worth every bit of it. Now this should be interesting. Our next cowboy, Rocky Coon, excellent on the circuit, becoming an icon himself. Now Rocky tied with Fred K for first place in our first heat, 4.09 seconds. You remember Fred K, who came out a little while ago, had a good dog, but did not get anywhere near that 4-second mark. Rocky comes out with a 4-second shoot dog. He's looking at a buckle.
Oh, sweet.
Looking at a buckle. Rocky out of Texas. Oh, Annapolis, Maryland. Here he comes.
Oh, come on.
He's got to make it happen right now.
Ooh. That was a hard one, but a good
one. Man, he got Destiny steered.
Oh.
My goodness. Jason KUTZ coming out.
He did a good job, Jason.
Oh, gonna give Rocky and Fred a run for their money.
Did he time yesterday?
Jason did not post a time in our first heat. Bart Forbes coming up next, Alexandria, Virginia. It's nice to see all these new names and new cowboys from the east. Bart coming out, not having some good luck there. My.
Oh,
look at that, though.
That was hard.
My. Nice job.
That was nice.
Nice job. And he's happy about that, too. Look at him come out.
Sometimes, even if they don't get a good time, it's just a fun ride for them.
These cowboys sometimes will only go to one rodeo a year. This is what they wait for. You know, a lot of these people, you know, Bart, I'm not sure what he is, but he could be a businessman. He could be a restaurant owner. But for 2 days out of the year, he can come and he's a cowboy. And it's worth every bit of it. Oscar coming out. Oscar MOCELO, Comac, New York, Comac. Oscar is looking to place his first time as well. And he does. MOCELO. I let you say the city names because you're more traveled than I am.
Yeah.
You're the international recording star.
I still can't say names.
Mitch Horn not having good luck with his steer. Not doing well with that steer. That is going to wrap it up for Cowboy and Cowgirl shoe dogging.
Cowgirl.
Amazing. You know what I'm going to come away with this is Destiny's shoe
God,
dog.
yes.
Oh my gosh. What a testament to IGRA.
Drag.
Just literally amazing. We're going to take a look at the standings as we go to break. See who's going to get that buckle tonight. You know, again, Shiny Things Brigade. Love them.
Yes.
Can't wait to see it.
I should have worn mine. I've got one.
Yeah, well, we'll get it. We'll show. Good chance to get a crotch shot anyway.
Exactly.
We're going to be back right after this. Much more rodeo action coming up. We have bulls, we have wild drag, we have steers.
We have Dolly Madison.
And we have Steph MAHAN. It's only going to get better than this.
Here
What-
we are back. I'm sorry to step on your toes.
Oh, it's quite all right. Don't step
Even
on
though
my-
I'm new at this.
I've got new boots on. You can't step on my toes.
I'm a diva.
You're a diva.
Even
Well,
though I'm new.
I'm a diva too, so we might have a problem here. But
Okay.
you're more famous than I am, so
Yeah,
it's
not
okay.
really. Only in my own head.
Folks, this is Steph MAHAN. I'm Brad Eck, and we are back at the Atlantic Stampede Rodeo, the 14th annual of such events. And you are about to experience what, Steph?
Pink panty goat dressing.
Pink panty goat dressing. We usually have white BVDs. Here they go. Of course, the object of goat dressing is to run and scare the hell out of the goat.
Oh, and the kicking and the screaming.
Get those briefs on Nanny. Run back as quickly as you can.
Nanny.
Nanny.
I used to have a grandmother named Annie. Nanny.
Oh my, look. There's nothing worse with a goat with the pants down.
They're just humiliated.
Yesterday, Steph, our number one team, of course, yet again, Brian Helander and Chuck Browning came with a 10.15 seconds.
Oh!
Here they go. We're going to see Brian and Chuck later on in goat dressing.
Who came up with this?
You know, some queen on a bar bench. I mean, they had to have.
Did you see that goat just chased him?
Well, after you get so friendly with the goat, they kind of want to follow you.
That's true.
That's how
Don't
I
leave me,
am,
honey.
at least.
That's after you take them off.
That's
Put them back on.
oh, that's right. That's right. Gonna look at our next teams. A lot of style, a lot of grace.
Now, I
and a
saw
lot of
this
technique.
person right here walking around yesterday, and I was like, oh, what event is she in? There you go. Who knew? She's a goat dresser.
Would you love to be known as goat dresser?
Yeah, not really.
I'm Steph MAHAN, and I'm a recording
Famous
artist and goat dresser.
Goat dresser.
Back legs go up, briefs go on. Oh, nice job. Nice
that was
job.
yeah, that was quick. Okay, good.
Very good. Oh,
That's sad that the guy was running more girly than the girl.
that happens.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Take a look
Here's
at this
a-
technique.
It's hard to run manly when you've got underwear wrapped around your wrist.
Or when you're gay.
Well, yeah, true.
We like to have a little flair in our trials. Next team's up. Remember, they're going as well against the time clock, not against
Not
each
against
other.
each other. But it is hard when you see somebody on the side and you run it.
I think it brings the competitiveness out.
Right.
Really.
We almost have to do this event 2 at a time because there's so many people competing in this event.
This is one of those events that's great that you can come out to an IGRA
Right.
rodeo and you can do this.
Right. And then I don't think they teach this at rodeo school.
No,
do
well,
they?
they go over certain specifics, but I mean, you can come and literally, go through a 5-minute little training class, with a good cowboy pal who does this before, and then get in there, do some goat dressing, and not only that, you could win a buckle.
Oh, I want a buckle. I think you and I are going to do this next week in San Francisco.
I think we need to win a buckle.
I think I would love to win a buckle. Now, I've gotten someone giving me a buckle.
I have buckle as well, but I think we need to win one.
Yeah, just somehow. Who would get it though? Do they give them both to the team? They have 2 buckles. We have to fight over it.
No. Next
Yeah.
set of teams coming up.
Oh, look, they have matching hands. That's cute.
Coordination is the key.
It really is.
I think it helps.
But the underwear doesn't coordinate with their outfit.
No, I'm not sure what to think about these pink salmon-y underwear. The goats still aren't happy about it.
No, I think they're kind of pissed off, but
I would be too.
well,
Just
not
being
as pissed off as the people who are going to get them after they're washed.
Well, I think just being a goat, number one, I'd be pissed off for being a goat. But, I don't know. I myself am a white BVD boys fan, and I believe you are as well.
I am wearing BVDs right now.
They're just more comfortable.
They really are.
Whether you have something hanging down there or not. Next two teams, you see Destiny B. Childs there, who had the amazing shoot dog.
Oh, okay.
Now, they're usually very good. Destiny's very, look at that. Very quick. And Steph, you're right. I mean, she looks good.
She really does look good in a pair of jeans.
And it is hard to look
yes.
good. There's some nipping and tucking going down.
Because a lot of guys don't have butt to wear tight
Right.
jeans like that.
She got some,
I mean, not like girls. Those are girls' jeans.
Here we go, cheek to cheek. Brian Helander, Chuck Browning. These are the two that are #1 in our first heat. Oh, a little jig there from Brian Helander.
And the cheek to cheek secret.
Yeah, I think they just like touching their cheeks. That's all that
I
is.
can see.
That is a great picture. That is a great picture.
It really is.
Two great cowboys, 11 years together doing this. Not together. I don't get that
Yes,
rumor started, but,
yes, but
together doing goat dressing.
I wonder how they came up and said, hey, you want to be my goat dresser with me?
Yeah, I think so. Here they go. They cannot make a mistake. They have to. Oh, the goat's giving a little problem.
And after 11 years, they've really
get back quick.
They've really got a technique.
Nice. They do. They're in and out. Of course, both of them internationally ranked in goat dressing as well.
I hope I'm dressing goats with you in 11 years.
We'll be in wheelchairs in 11 years.
Give me a goat to dress.
A couple of our last teams coming up. Got a good look there. Now, do you think that's real hair?
Okay, if it is, hold me. I'm scared.
If it is, I'm going to know how to grow it. I'll tell you the truth.
I don't think it is. Okay. I'd hate, man, if I were a goat and saw that barreling down on me.
I think I'd be running too, but they are tied up. They are tied up. She made it back first. Very good.
Like a girl too. She's wearing a beard and she runs like a girl. That's just wrong.
Well, she is a girl.
From so many. I know she's a girl,
okay.
but don't wear a beard and run like a girl.
You have to step up to the plate. Goat dressing, as always, fun to watch. Fun, even more fun to be in.
Fun. Well, it's so much fun, but it's hard to keep up with who was the best.
Right.
I mean, because it's not timed. You know, you can't get everybody's times
But
down.
you know what?
What?
That's why that before we go to this break, we're going to take a look at the standings for goat
Show the
dressing.
standings. Who's going to win the 2 buckles? I just found out.
Exactly. See if Chuck Browning and Brian Helander got their buckles that they so very hard worked for yesterday on our first heat.
But I don't know if they've ever seen a belt buckle, but they say the event. So how would you like to wear a belt buckle that said goat dressing?
I would.
You would, because you're queer.
That's that's really cowboy up. Don't go away, folks.
Don't go anywhere.
A lot more after this. Welcome back, folks. This is the Atlantic Stampede.
The
14th
second
annual.
heat. Second heat.
Second day. And what are we about to go into?
My favorite, steer riding.
Steer riding. I'm Brad Exton.
Women's steer riding.
Steph Mahan. Tom Sheridan. Heaven only knows where Tom Sheridan is right now, but we'll see him a little bit later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't see him anywhere.
This is day 2, heat 2. We have the ladies going first. Cindy Brendle, who we just heard from.
How did she do yesterday?
She did not place the time. She didn't cover a ride yesterday. Neither did Elodie, though. So, you know what? Today, right now, is going to decide who's going to take home this buckle for steer riding for these cowgirls. Remember, we're looking for 6 seconds to cover a ride. 6 seconds on the back of these steers.
One of my camera guys, we were watching a rider just a few little whiles ago, and I could do that. And then they got flown off, and he's like, oh, maybe I couldn't.
This is not easy stuff. You see Tom Sheridan, again, requested to by Cindy Brindle to get her tied into her rigging. A lot of things are very personal to the riders. You know, they want certain people to tie them in because they trust that, you know, they'll be done safely.
And I wonder how much is that superstition.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe. If I was going to come out on a steer like that, I think I'd be a little superstitious as
Oh,
well.
I know I would be.
About ready. She's about to come out. Steer's getting a little impatient in there. We're looking for that hand to go up in that nice shake of the head.
And they have to have a one-handed ride, right? One hand has to be up in the air at all times.
Here we go. Cindy says yes.
She did not place yesterday. Let's see if she can do it today.
See if we can get 6 seconds out of this.
Okay.
Look at
okay.
that. Man.
You know, that looked pretty darn good, though.
That was close.
Yeah.
Close.
Probably 5 seconds. Oh. Is Cindy hurt?
I'm sure she's got the wind knocked out of her. We'll see in a second.
Let's see again. How hard did she fall?
Came out, has an excellent seat. You could tell just the amount of strength holding on to that rigging.
Okay.
She's not going anywhere.
But right there. Oh, wow. Okay.
Right on that arm. She's
Man,
up and
she
she's
is
walking.
up.
She is fine.
You know it does knock the wind out of you.
Oh, can you even imagine?
Oh, I
can you
know, I
even
can't.
imagine?
And nor do I want to. I mean,
Nor do I want to, huh?
I mean, ugh, I hate when I get my ego bruised, let alone my big fat arse.
Everybody watching, check out www.igradio.com. And, you know, especially if you are a lady, if you are a woman, straight, gay, does not matter.
No, it
and
doesn't.
you are interested in rodeo, we want more women in these rodeos.
Well, Elodie's little speech yesterday,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Don't
She
want to be
said-
lonely. And you know
Yeah.
what? There's a lot of women out there that can do this, that show up the guys.
Yes,
Please.
they really are. And here she is now. I really, really do respect her. Because what she does is not, and it is not easy to be the only woman doing this.
Oh, absolutely not.
And I'm
You know,
sure she gets a lot of people looking at her like she's
Yeah.
a freak. And she really is one of the kindest, nicest people.
to transcend love what she feels
Yeah.
about IGRA Rodeo. It's amazing. Now, if
She
Elodie can come out.
She got teary-eyed when she was talking about
I know,
it.
every time I see Elodie, I want to cry.
I do too. I just want to hug her.
If Elodie can cover a ride, she's taking home that buckle tonight.
That'd be great.
Cindy had a valiant effort, did not stay on for 6 seconds. I think if Elodie stayed on for 6 seconds, who cares about the buckle? I think the stands are going to be turned upside down.
Now, what happens if she was the only one in the competition
Right.
and she flew off both times? Would she still get the buckle?
If no one covers,
right,
there'll be no buckle given.
Okay, so the buckle just kind of goes into a buckle pot?
You know, I think they have them made. I'm not sure to tell you the truth. You know, that's a good question for Tom.
Oh, I would like to know. The buckle pot.
Elodie's getting her rigging, and she looks about ready. Got all of her safety equipment on, of course.
There goes that
Hands
hand.
up.
Here comes
Come
the gate.
on, Elodie.
Oh,
she has
come on,
a good
baby.
seat. She has a
I
great
love
seat.
her. Come on, come
Go.
on. I think
She's
gonna
got
do
it.
Oh my God.
She's got it. She had to have got it.
Oh my God, and that,
She had to have got that 6 seconds. She's got it.
All right. Look at her grin. Look at her grin. I just want to squeeze her cheeks. Yay.
6 seconds on the back of that steer, taking home a shiny new buckle tonight.
You know what? For her, look at that grin.
She is loving life. Loving life. This lady gets on the back of these stairs. She wants to cover a ride, but you know, deep down she really doesn't care. She just likes to be on the back.
She really does. She loves the critter.
That's right. But look at that ride.
Oh, right into the fence, though.
Oh, yeah.
That had to hurt.
That was hard fall.
Look at her.
Excellent ride.
That's great. There she is.
Cannot be happier.
I
And everybody
do
else can
respect
either.
her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, those were our two cowgirls. We're going to go right into our cowboys steer riding. We have quite a few.
Starting out with Sammy Van Galder.
Sacramento, California. Yesterday, in our first heat, steer riding Sammy Van Gelder actually came in first. Scored 74 points. He covered a ride. So we're going to see what he has in him now. Here he comes.
Okay, here he comes out of the chute. Ooh.
He's getting, he's getting some help from that steer.
I think he looked. But that's not good on points. Well.
Not good on points. He covered the ride, but it's not good on points.
Well.
He's going to take that. He came in first place yesterday. That's going to count as a covered ride. So he'll be fine.
Well, see, it started out pretty nicely, though. I mean, right there, he kind of slows down.
Then it
It's
said,
just
you know,
like,
I think I'm going to take a break.
I'm going to rest.
He's trying to get him going again. Nope.
Come on.
Not going to happen.
You should have called him a name.
You steer.
You steer. So yesterday, we were having a great rodeo, and all of a sudden, it came down to riding the steers. Bulls?
Bulls.
Bulls. Okay,
Absolutely.
sorry.
2,000 pounds of pissed off hamburger meat.
But one of our favorite cowboys, Ed Higgins, got thrown off, and all we knew is he was grabbing his shoulder, and we were all wondering what happened. So finally, our guy Tom has got the dirt, and he's down there talking to Ed right now. Tom, what you got?
Ed, tell me what happened yesterday.
Well, all I know, the chute door opened and the bull went directly to the right. I mean, he gave me a good spin, and next thing you know, I'm lying on the ground, and from what I've been told, I was knocked out. There's not much I can remember about it, but it was...
So you don't remember much about the ride yesterday?
Very little. Like I said, when it came out of chute and all, and then after that, it was a different story. It was pretty bad.
So you rode a 2,500-pound bull yesterday. That's not the first time you've done that. So is it the first time you've ever come off and gotten hurt like that?
I came off once before up in Wellsville, Pennsylvania, at a different rodeo, and I cracked my femur bone. But this is the first bone that I've actually broken.
And what bone did you break?
I broke my collarbone. I am okay. I'm alive and well, and I'm here at the rodeo today.
And ready to rodeo as soon as you get healed up again?
I'm ready to go now if I can ride.
Okay. How long will it be before you get to rodeo again, do you think?
Well, I'm out for the rest of the season and probably part of the next season, but we're not sure yet. I know definitely I'm out for the rest of this season. I know that for a fact.
Well, Brad and Steph, you saw him come off his steer, or the bull actually, yesterday. He only rode bulls, but he's out for the rest of the season.
Did he know exactly when he fell that he broke his collarbone? He was grabbing at his collarbone.
I'm sure he
knew
did.
it
He was just in an immense amount of pain. You know, kind of that numb feeling before you really feel all the pain come toward you. But
he said he was on Percocet.
I tell you what, I've never seen a hurt cowboy still look so hot.
You think he's so hot? He is cute.
Ed Higgins is a hot cowboy. He's
you
great.
think everybody's hot if they've got a pair of jeans. Oh,
I think you're a hot cowboy too. Cowgirl.
Gee, thanks. He's the nicest guy.
We're going to take a small break. Ed's fine. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
That we want.
And
we're going to take care of all of our cowboys and cowgirls
yes,
here.
and we'll get to see him, I guess, perform next year. So we were going to be back here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots going on still, and it's very fun here in Washington.
See you right after this. Welcome back, folks. We are at the 14th Annual Atlantic Stampede in Gaithersburg.
Gaithersburg. That's hard to say. Right outside of Washington, D.C., though.
Florida Gators.
Like, I grew up in Alton, Illinois. I just always said St. Louis because that's where I was from. So just always use the biggest city, Washington, D.C.
There we go. This is our day 2, heat 2.
I like to call it steer falling off of. Mitch Horn from Bedford, New York is up next.
Mitch did not post a time or a score yesterday.
The one thing I've noticed, there are a lot of Ashley, our judge, out there. Cute Ashley, they show sometimes. You know, he never participates in the actual event, but he's so involved in IGRA.
Oh, absolutely.
You can help in so many other ways through this organization.
Volunteer positions.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And you know what? If you're just interested down in the bare basic and cowboys and cowgirls, these associations have parties monthly.
Oh, yeah. And raise good money.
Go out and help them raise some money.
Right.
Mitch Horn getting situated. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Had a decent ride yesterday, didn't cover. Has a decent seat there, but straight down in the dirt. Excellent effort. Excellent and valiant effort. This cowboy who last year had never stood on the back of his steer, never got on a bronc, never shoot dogged a minute in his life. Now he's a great example of someone out there who's come in, gotten involved with IGRA.
Oh, and wearing that Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah. Having the time of his life. And just loving rodeo. We've got our next cowboy coming up, Montana Dan from Warrington, Virginia. Montana Dan did not place a time in our first heat.
A lot of the guys, we have a lot of riders that they did not place.
Yeah, it's hard to cover these rides.
Yeah.
There was only 4 people that covered a ride yesterday. Montana Dan getting ready to come out. Montana Dan coming out. Having
Mr. Montana. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Okay, there.
He's going to score some points. I don't think it's going to be enough, though.
See, now, wouldn't that be fair that if they said that he got fouled on that one, too?
If he would have stayed in the chute and the steer would have done that.
So as soon as he comes out and the cow or the steer doesn't do anything.
He's on his own.
That's kind
That's
kind of sad. It's really unfair.
Well, it's the luck of the draw as well.
Yeah.
Taking a look at Cowboy Joe VEILLEUX, one of our favorite names here at the Atlantic Stampede Rodeo. He's from Pensacola, Florida, home of a rodeo themselves next year, Florida Gay Rodeo Association.
That'll be fun.
Endearingly called Fagra.
Oh, isn't that queer?
Cowboy Joe VEILLEUX, of course, not completing a ride yesterday in our first heat. Not covering a ride. He has his chance today. Buckle still up in the air.
Okay, here he goes. The whip is cracking, trying to get that bull going, or that steer.
Got a nice ride going.
Oh! Did not make it. Wow.
Stayed sticky with it for a little bit, then it was all
That was a big
over.
steer, too.
He was limping just a little bit.
Yeah. He got thrown off. He looks like he's grabbing us.
Let's take a look and see. had a great ride to begin with. Very sticky with that steer, and then
Oh,
just boom.
yeah.
That was
It
it.
did kind of go crazy back.
He might have got tagged. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's walking, he's talking. He's like, whatever, I'm okay. We're looking for Tim Lewis right there in the chute.
Here we go, getting ready. He's
Tim Lewis, we've got a excitable steer. Tim did not place yesterday.
okay. So
This is going to be his last chance to go for that buckle this evening.
here he goes. Let's see.
Tim coming out again with a
Ooh,
good ride.
oh well. Ooh.
Hanging
Oh my gosh.
on.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Now we're going to find out if he made it.
That was right on the horn.
That was amazing.
Man, there that is that
Amazing.
limp. That was a good ride.
We're going to wait to hear from our judges. Look at that.
Oh.
Tell me there's not some muscle in there.
Oh man. Whoa. He
covered
did
the ride.
cover.
Excellent.
All right, that's
Excellent.
sweet. He seems happy. That's great.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that big old hug.
It's an important
And I'm
thing.
sure that was a hug from another contestant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to go down to Tom Sheridan behind the chutes, where, oddly enough, he's always behind the chutes.
Of course, that's
And not
his
just
favorite
with the
place
steers.
behind.
Exactly. He has David Parks.
Thanks, Brad and Steph. David, tell me, this is your third rodeo riding steers ever, right? Did anybody teach you anything before you started? Did you just come out here and learn on your own? Talk to me about that for a minute.
Basically, I came out here, no experience. People around here are great. Everybody helped me out, and basically progressing from there.
So you've had people, IGRA contestants, help you out. I mean, does that make sense? They're competing against you. Tell me what the feeling is like that out here. I mean, did people really help you?
People are really helpful out here. It's like a big family.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So you started out, you had no experience at all, and people told you what to do next time. What are you going to work on today in riding your steer?
Today, my main concentration is covering.
Covering. Okay. Well, Brad and Steph, it's back to you, but we're going to watch David a little while here, and he's going to ride steers, and he's going to cover today. So make sure you watch him.
Sweet.
Good luck, David. I hope he does well.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
You know, as Tom touched on it, and when you talked to David about the family atmosphere here, it is one big
It really is.
family, and it sounds so corny.
No, and I've
but
been to
it's not.
3, and we were talking about that this morning. You know, I've been here, this is my 3rd rodeo, and people are already starting to know who I am, and I go in and we hug, and it's just like, I'm seeing people I sincerely love.
And these people care about each other, and that's what makes IGRA Rodeo
Yeah.
different than any other rodeo on the
That's
circuit.
why when Ed got hurt, everything stopped, because we really are,
Absolutely.
it's our brother out there.
It's a cowboy down.
Yeah, it really is.
Stay with us, folks. We're going to be back with a lot more action. We're going to see David on the back of his steer.
Kumbaya.
We'll see you in a second. Folks, welcome back. Looking for Dave Parks. He's getting ready. You see the safeties above him. Make sure everything's okay. Now, this steer that he was on, you didn't see Steph a while ago, was literally almost jumping out of that chute, going up and down.
Oh, wow.
I think he is going to be one mean animal when he comes out. And again, I don't see any horns.
Now, Tom.
Here we go.
Okay.
Cowboy coming out. He's hanging on too.
Whoa.
Nice. Dave Parks giving it all he could. Coming up with a face full of dirt, but that's
Now, when he talked to
okay.
Tom, he said all he wanted to do was cover, so sorry,
Well,
Dave.
He didn't cover, but he had a great ride. I think that was a great ride.
That was just a slide off. I'd much rather slide off than be flung.
Yeah, I think so.
But then you can get caught up in that rigging.
Oh, there's a million things.
Yeah, there
that
really
can
is a
happen.
million things that could happen. It's just spooky. Oh, the cow's back in. Chasing the bull.
I thought it was the other way around.
Well, it all depends on how pretty the cow is.
Oh my. One of our judges got a little fresh with our cowboy up there.
Yeah, baby.
Looking for Jeff Rutter to come out next. Minneapolis, Minnesota, part of the North Star Gay Rodeo Association.
Is that a pretty big rodeo up there?
It's a wonderful. It is. The grounds are about this size, but people-wise, hundreds and hundreds
Wow.
came out to see that rodeo.
there's a lot more to do with these things. And just, I mean, a lot of people come and they do enjoy the rodeo, and they sit down and have their hot dogs and drink their beer and stuff. But a lot of times they will go out and do some shopping. There's festivals out there. There's jewelry to buy.
Absolutely. And these rodeos are held near major cities of Chicago, Atlanta,
They
San
give you a good
Francisco.
excuse to go on a little vacation for a weekend.
Yeah.
And hotels, the host hotel that takes care of these rodeos, always great hotels.
But most importantly, there's the Cowboys.
Whore.
You can't forget the Cowboys. Mark Larson is over that chute in that precarious position. He's helping our next Cowboy, Jeff Rutter. There we go. Jeff looks like he's about set. Our audience is getting revved up. You can hear him hooting and hollering.
There are a lot of people here, too.
There are. There are.
Hooting and hollering for Jeff.
Hands in the air. Here he goes. Jeff Rutter. Now that bull is, that steer is not wanting to go. Not wanting to go. This was called a foul, Steph. This is where the animal fouls the rider.
So this is not his fault. So he'll get another ride, right?
He will get a reride.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. Or
with the steer that's actually awake?
They might, even if they can get the steer without actually awake. I just heard that. If we can get the steer situated, they might just send him out now, but he will get a reride. Okay, Jeff Rutter, it looks like he is going to get back on that sleepy steer.
Did he get a new steer? Or?
No, the same one. Apparently they hopefully woke it up. You know, I think these chutes were built like this so cowboys could bend over like that. That's just what I'm thinking.
Want to go pinch.
Someone did a while ago, actually.
Did it really?
Yes.
They started to pinch?
Our little judge right there just reached up and...
He's got cool chaps, too.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Very festive.
He just walked by and he had spurs on, and they were clinging.
Jeff Rutter looks ready, hand in the air. That all-important
here we
nod.
go.
Steer's not sleeping anymore.
Oh!
Not going to do it.
Well, now he's not sleeping anymore.
No, he's not. Jeff looks okay.
Okay.
He's fine. He's
Give a little eye.
You deserve a round of applause if you just get on the back of one of these things.
Here we go. Watch it
Look
again.
at him go.
Ooh, he just slid off.
Must be. Those are some hard falls.
Yeah.
You know, seeing turnover like that, I can't imagine being on the ground doing that and thinking, you know, two hooves are about to come through the back of my head.
And I don't know if it's safer just to hold still or try to get out of the way, because you never know which way they're going to go.
Right. Sonny KOERNER coming up next, Arlington,
your
Virginia.
favorite.
Sonny KOERNER placed a time yesterday, 68 points.
Sonny's really doing some good work here in the last couple of rodeos.
You know, he is. Just it was amazing in LA.
Yes, he was. Okay, he's getting ready. And I think Sonny wears that
There he
hat.
is.
Oh, here he comes out.
Sonny KOERNER coming out. Need to stay on 6 seconds. He's got a tight hold. Can he stay on?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
make it.
Did not cover.
He's got different chaps on than he had yesterday.
Man, oh man. Just didn't have enough time to just hold on. Just for that 1 extra second. Look at that step.
Yep, man.
Look at that.
Oh, golly.
Man.
Now, he had a little hurt yesterday. He hurt his elbow.
Yeah, he
But I
did.
think he looked like he was fine.
He may be pretty, but he's tough too.
He needs to rethink that hat.
He needs to rethink that hat. Next up is Oscar from New York.
I always know Tom because he's got the microphone out of his back pocket.
You should just know his butt by now.
Well, yeah, but one cowboy butt, and they all look like the same.
They do.
They really do. In those Wranglers or whatever kind of jeans you cowboys wear.
Here he comes.
Here he goes.
Oscar has a great ride to start out
I
with.
think he is going to do excellent.
Look
Oh
at
my gosh, that is a great ride.
Oscar, third place yesterday, and he covered.
Yeah. Sweet.
Excellent.
That was excellent. All right, he's happy.
Look at that. I love to see him happy
He's
after the
happy.
ride. It almost makes me want to cry in happiness. I mean,
Yeah.
You're just so excited. So excited.
Yeah, he was happy yesterday.
Look at him go. And we've got a steer too that's
Look
doing
at
some
that.
bucking. Look at this.
Yep. Oh.
Looks just amazing.
It kind of slowed down right before he got his time, but
Yeah.
then that's great.
He set himself rather well. Third place yesterday in our first heat, covering a ride today.
Yeah, I don't know. He may be our buckle winner.
Maybe. And that's a great ride. He already had that smile on his face before he got off that steer.
Wow.
Look at him there.
That was that. That's so cute.
One more person up, Mark Larson, second place yesterday, only 3 points away from first place in our first heat. This is the man that is going to, he's going to make, either grab that buckle or give it away to 2 or 3 other cowboys. They're going to have their chance. Mark comes up with a great ride and covers. He's going to walk home with that buckle. This is the man that's going to define who's going to grab this buckle. Look at that, Steph. My gosh.
Oh, man.
The steer just came right up out of that chute just about.
This is going to be a ride. Okay,
Goodness.
any bets right here, Brad? Think he's going to stay on or not? That hand's going to go up? He's
ready.
He's a nice guy.
Here he goes,
Come
Mark
on, Mark.
Larson. 6 seconds, he's doing amazing.
Oh, my.
Look
He
at
is
him
doing-
go.
Oh, that's great.
Amazing.
Yep.
Nice.
Are we looking
nice.
at our buckle winner?
I think we're looking at our buckle winner right here.
Ah,
Things could not have gone much better than that for Mark Larson.
Oh, my God.
And he's happy.
I totally would have bet against him. Sorry, Mark.
Look at him go. Tight on the back of that steer.
Whoa.
Look at that.
There's no air.
No air whatsoever. Jumped off, didn't even get dirty, Steph. Did not even get dirty.
That, not at all.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Excellent.
And he just
Slow-
kind of lets, he just lets himself off.
Man full of style there. Amazing as always.
Oh my gosh, that last ride of Mark's was fabulous.
I love seeing that. Sonny did amazing. Sonny KOERNER. I love seeing this, you know. And it is just, you almost get teary-eyed.
Now, Sonny is going to do a re-ride.
Excellent.
So,
he's going to get a second chance.
So, good.
Mark Larson, excellent ride just now. Third place, second place yesterday. Thought he wrapped up the buckle. If Sonny KOERNER comes out and does well,
yeah,
we might have a little competition going on.
It comes down to a matter of, like, points.
Yeah. Yeah, actually yesterday, Sonny KOERNER and Mark Larson were separated by 3 points. Sonny KOERNER comes out, covers this ride, and does it with flair and style. He can rack up a few more points, and Sonny's going to walk home with that buckle. Here he comes out of the chute.
Oh, that's a good,
He's got a mean steer.
Oh, gosh.
Look at him go, though. Oh,
that is a
man.
good ride. Oh, he got his 6
Excellent.
seconds.
Excellent.
Oh.
Hard time getting off
Not
there.
quite as graceful as Mark was, but still.
Make sure Sonny's
Uh-oh.
okay.
Okay, Sonny's laying there.
There he goes.
That was a pretty ride.
Goodness, yes. Just flowed. Look at him go.
Look at that.
That is some energy down there, Steph. That is some energy.
Wow. Golly.
Excellent. Sonny KOERNER getting up, getting a round of applause.
Look at that.
Deservedly so from the audience. Walking away.
Well, that's excellent.
Not a better way to wrap up steer riding for our Cowboys.
I didn't think Mark would have a better, he would have a better ride than Mark, but that was excellent. That really was.
It was, and the most exciting thing is we're going to take a look at some standings as we go to break. We're going to see exactly who got that buckle. Sonny KOERNER, Mark Larson.
I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know who I like better. I love them both.
I like Sonny.
Okay, I'll take Mark.
Okay,
I'll
you'll take
Mark.
Great. Here are the standings for steer riding, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back right after this.
I am back behind the chutes here with Mark Larson. Mark Larson, you are definitely no stranger to the International Gay Rodeo Circuit. Tell me how long you've been involved with this rodeo circuit.
I've been competing on the rodeo circuit for about 13, going on 14 years, and Atlantic States was actually one of my first rodeos.
Ah, so you're back home, so to speak.
Yeah, this rodeo's always kind of had a special place in my heart because it was the first year I came on the circuit, and I made some good friends with a lot of people, and they're still some of my dearest friends.
And that seems to be the nucleus to this organization. You gain friends when you come out here. People help each other, almost like family.
Yeah, that's exactly it. In fact, I was just behind the chutes talking with one of my buddies, Frank Colvin, and we started about the same time, and just we're always there for each other. He stepped in when there was nobody else to spot for me today on my rides, and as you know, because you're always there too, it's just you kind of rely on your friends to just step up to the plate when you need a batter.
So when you need somebody, you know that they're going to be there. Mark, that's incredible. We sure appreciate you stopping by today. Brad and Steph, it's back to you.
Welcome back, folks. This is the Atlantic Stampede
14th
Rodeo.
annual.
14th annual. Can you imagine 14 years right in a row?
I know.
Great rodeo. We're here right outside of Washington, D.C.
And what's so cool is the people keep recycling. I mean, there's people who have been here for 14 years,
Yes.
and then there's brand new people who've been here 6 months. Maybe this is their first rodeo.
That's the way to do it. We've gotten to the point in the program that we're going to take a look at one more exciting event.
The Bulls. What? There's a lot of
Bulls.
people in the stands watching this because people love this event. This is a really
Absolutely.
fun event. I mean, fun if you're watching, not so fun probably if you're riding and getting kicked off.
Well, it depends. If you're Elodie Huttner, who's going to be up first, it is a lot of fun.
Yes, and she is, again, the only woman who rides in this event. And not only is it brave, it's kind of heartwarming.
It is. It absolutely is. We have our lady up first, Elodie Huttner. Then we're going to have our men come in. Of course, no one, and I say no one on our first heat and our first day covered a bull ride. They could not stay on for 6 seconds, so we're going to be looking for that very much today.
I think Elodie, if she has a ride like she did on that steer,
Oh my.
that was an amazing ride.
Amazing ride. If she does that, I think we're going to have to go away. This crowd is just going to go crazy.
I will faint.
I will faint. I'll catch you.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Elodie Huttner right there with her protective gear on as usual, which we like to see.
Yes, we do.
Getting ready for her steer ride. Of course, we've seen Elodie all through this rodeo. She's got my respect.
Yes, she really does. She's and she loves it.
Yes, you know, bucked off or not, she's there for the ride, there for the glory.
And it is fun to always see her grin.
It is. We are gonna have Elodie sit back a little bit and wait for her ride. We have Jake Nodar apparently coming out first. Poolsville, Maryland. Jake's looking to cover his first ride here at the Atlantic Stampede Rodeo.
Now, he didn't place yesterday, did he?
No, we had no one cover a time yesterday.
Isn't that amazing?
We'll see how Mr. Nodar will do right now. The music is going up, the crowd's getting hot.
When you're on the back of a bull, 6 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but you know what? It is a lot of time.
Just a lifetime.
It really is to get bucked around. Just do this, ladies and gentlemen. Jump up and down for 6 seconds.
Here we go. Jeff
Vigorously.
Nodar.
Oh, my God.
No luck. And these
Man.
bulls look like they are meaning some business.
Yeah.
One more time. Jeff's coming out of the chute. Looked
Here
like
he
he's about
comes
to have a
out.
great seat. No.
Oh, no. Ooh.
A lot of muscle in that bull. These bulls are big.
Bulls and steers are two totally different animals.
Exactly. Here's some of our fans.
Oh, look. See, this is such a good family event. Look at this.
It's a great place to take kids.
Yeah, it is. It really is a good place to take kids. And
a good introduction to rodeo. And you don't have to be gay to be in this rodeo, so it's a great place to go and say, look, here's something fun, clean to do. You know, it just...
well, I don't know how clean it is.
Well,
I mean, the dirt's flying pretty
Well, I was
much.
talking like wholesome.
Yes, wholesome. Yes, it is wholesome.
Until the sun goes down. And then, that's a different story. But it is a good family affair. And again, one more time, www.ijra.com. Check that out. You can follow your favorite cowboys, cowgirls. Montana Dan in the chute. Ellie's going to have to wait a little bit longer. Maybe they're saving the best for last. Montana Dan about to come out of his chute. He's looking serious in there. Here he comes. Montana Dan giving it his best.
Not good enough, though.
Nope. Another cowboy in the dirt.
Let's look at it again.
Well, just like our cowboy before, Dan comes out. Bull twists a bit. And right off.
Yep. It is now a woman's turn, and I bet you $5 she's going to ride it.
You know what? I'm not going to bet against you.
I just, come on, girlie.
Tom Sheridan behind Elodie right there. Dancing away. Tom's a go-go boy at heart.
He is really a go-go, and I could just see him in a cage.
Tom's playing safety for Elodie. One of the safeties back there. Extremely important job.
How heavy is that flak jacket that she's wearing?
You know, they're light.
I mean, what's it
They're
made
like
out
one of those materials with like it's not foam, but it's like a foam core, but a material that's really protective.
Okay.
So Kevlar.
Kevlar.
Elodie's getting situated. They're going to get a rigging ready. Speaking of shirts, in Oklahoma City, I was lucky enough to get a hat.
A cowboy hat?
From one of my favorite cowboys, Ed Higgins.
Uh-huh.
I believe I'm going to get a shirt this rodeo around.
Oh, are you not going to own
I'm working
anything
toward
you
the
wearing?
pants. I'm working toward the pants.
And then The next goal is his underwear.
Elodie Huttner. Oh, not even a chance. Not even a chance. Ooh. Now, I wonder, Steph, if we're even going to approach the possibility of a rewrite here.
I think we should.
Because she was almost off that bull before we even got out of the chute.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It
Not
looks like-
sure. We'll have to see.
Wow. That would be sweet. I would like to see her get a rewrite. She may not want a rewrite. Ow.
My.
She was never.
Ooh, cheap.
Oh,
Goodness.
man.
Just about right in the way of that bull.
Well, that is going to do it for bull riding. Now, a lot of guys scratched.
A lot of our cowboys scratched. Ed Higgins, of course, is
Well, of
injured.
course. I mean, good reason. But I'm wondering why everyone else did. But Elodie did not scratch. She never does.
She does not.
She does not. I don't
She
care.
does not choose to scratch.
Nope, she doesn't, no matter what happened the day before, if she's sore or whatever.
We're going to go down to Tom. Tom, what happened with Elodie's rigging? It almost seemed like she was falling off the bull before she was even out of the
before
chute.
the gate even got opened.
Elodie, tell me what happened. You just came out of the bull ride. It looked kind of like your rigging came off before you really came out. Do you think you had it tight enough out there?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I just knew I fell off the bull quickly, and yeah, it was much too quick. I like to ride them at least to get a few jumps in.
Okay, well, you had an incredible steer ride today. You covered your steers. Tell me about the steer ride and how that went.
Oh, well, the steers they call on it steer riding, but the steers are really heifers. So I guess I like the ladies because that went good. I was able to ride over to the pit.
So maybe they were a little nicer to you because women against women, you know, they said, oh, we kind of like Elodie, so we're going to treat her well.
I have no idea. I just know that I was able to ride the heifer over to the fence.
Maybe you had a little communication going on there with the heifers.
I have no idea, but they were some bucky heifers. So if I was Karl, I would breed those, heifers to some good bucking bulls.
There you have it. Brad and Steph, back to you.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom, tell Elodie that I have also ridden some heifers to the fence.
Steph Mahan wants me to tell you that she's also ridden heifers.
Oh, yeah, so have I, usually for a lot longer than the 6 seconds.
Me too, baby, me too.
I don't think I want to be a part of this.
Yeah, when you get desperate, you ride anything.
Excellent job, Elodie. Falling off still, but you know what?
Falling off, but you know what? She didn't
Love
scratch.
to watch her. That is going to end bull riding, of course. We're going to go right into something even more spectacular, if you can believe it or not, our wild drag review.
Oh, my eyes and all the glitter. Oh.
Look at some of these outfits.
Is Dolly Parton out there?
I think she may be.
And there's Tammy Wynette.
Wonder Woman.
Look at that big hair. They're real close to
Oh,
Jesus.
my.
Bigger hair, the closer to Jesus.
This is, of course, Wild Drag Race. Right before the Wild Drag Race, people come out from all corners of the land.
Now, Wild Drag, they are not necessarily guys, right?
They don't have to be.
I mean, because I don't think the girl in the green pants.
Wild Drag, you have to have a dress on or a costume and a wig.
We're going to be back in just a few minutes after we get done looking at our lovely ladies.
Lovely ladies
and
that are
we're going to
there.
see the actual. Why are they dressed up? Because of Wild Drag.
Wild Drag Race.
It's one of my favorite events.
Should be interesting with these steers being as mean as they've been.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Stay with us, folks.
Don't go anywhere. I love me some Wild Drag.
Wild Drag has now started.
Okay, here we go. Wild Drag is now fully underway. The drag person on the steer. Okay.
We have a possibility of a win here.
And again, they're not going against each other. Even though there are two teams out there, they are just running against the clock.
Absolute time clock. Teams of 3, cowboy, cowgirl, and a wild drag contestant. This steer is being rather accommodating.
You know, and sometimes I've been to some rodeos.
There we go.
They didn't put quite as much thought into their outfits, but today they actually got judged on their outfits, and I think that's fabulous.
Yes.
You shouldn't just be able to put a wig on and get out there and be a drag.
No.
You have to like Wonder Woman.
We have to make it festive.
That is mall hair if I ever saw it right there.
Mall hair.
Kentucky mall hair.
Has the 80s flip on the front.
Yep.
Next team's coming out. Here come the steers.
Okay. Now,
haven't seen a lot of action. These steers are being kind of quiet.
yeah, they are kind of actually. Well, until you get to
Look
approach
at this.
them. Oh, see, that's pretty
Very
easy.
quick.
Now, see again, I think I could do that.
Nice job. Oh,
All right.
He helped her off. Look at that.
That, how gentlemanly.
Actually, she helped him off.
Oh, how gentlemanly still. Yeah.
Other team not faring so well. Wait. Oh. Run over. Run over.
Okay.
They're still trying.
Now, can I ask a silly question?
Absolutely. There's no silly questions here, Steph.
Now,
this is gay rodeo.
Steers are really bulls, but have had their bahunkas cut off.
I believe so.
So, why? I mean, is this just so they can have testicle festivals?
I think it may be.
Well, that's just cruel.
Kind of wonder what that mystery meat out was out there, you know, at the vendor area. Oh my! What a disheveled
she
mess.
is not the Brett girl.
No, not by a long shot.
Now, the one out there in the plaid skirt that you will see in a minute.
There we go.
That's the Brett girl. Look at that hair on his chest.
Look, there we go. Some cowboy beefcake in a dress. There's nothing better. Got a nice adornment on his little hat.
And it's a scrunchie, isn't it?
Rocky Coon.
That is Rocky. Even you with a big thing on, he's still kind of manly.
He is.
Yeah, he can't pull it off, and neither can this guy.
Little schoolgirl dress. Here come the steers.
Oh. Okay. That steer does not want to participate in the
It does
least.
not. Oh my.
Neither one of them do.
Both together.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't matter if you're on your line or not, as long as you're across the line.
As long as you cross that line, get on top, and ride back across, then you're just fine.
Oh, good ride, Rocky.
Look at that.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay.
Other team not faring so well again.
Laura Ingalls can't quite get on hers right there. Half pint. Get back over here, half pint.
The steers having trouble seeing through all the dust.
Oh.
Hard knockdown.
Knocked his wig plumb off.
Time's almost up. He's going to give it another chance.
Yes. Horn, please.
Judge's flag is still up. They're way away from that line now.
Well, but not really at this point, is there?
You're like,
I mean, let's
Steph's
get real.
like, just get over it.
Next. Check.
Oh, there it was.
Okay, he gave up. But that was a good try.
Our arena, we've got Wonder Woman out here.
And Loretta Lynn. And
Loretta Lynn.
And Sparkles. Or would that be more Tammy Wynette?
Wonder Woman's got a little hefty.
A little hefty?
Spreading it wide back there a little
Oh,
bit.
I had a big crush on Linda Carter, too.
Oh, Linda Carter was always beautiful.
She was very hot.
Destiny V. Childs right there as Wonder Woman. Now, Destiny, this is going to be fun to watch. Destiny has had tremendous success.
But notice the gloves
with
on
a
Wonder
wild
Woman's
drag.
head.
Well, yeah.
She's always protecting her.
It's a little masculine.
Yeah.
We've got her.
That run is not a little masculine. Stop it right now.
We've got her invisible plane parked outside. She's ready to go.
Oh!
My.
Come on, Loretta. Get it. Get it.
And of course, the theme music we have in the background is the Wonder Woman theme music.
Where does one get a Wonder Woman outfit? Did she just whip that out? She was squirreled away in her closet
You're
somewhere.
a gay man. You just.
You have one squirreled away in your closet.
I
don't
probably
you?
do, to tell you the truth. Underoos, you know.
Hell yeah. Just like I have flannel squirreled away somewhere in mine.
That's when my mom started to think things were a little wrong when I wanted the Wonder Woman underoos as opposed to the Batman.
That's what we really had on today. That's why you didn't want to change in front of us.
The underoos. Oh, Destiny giving it a shot there. And we see.
Oh. They're just, now is she hurt? Are they helping her off?
Looks like she got clipped a little bit. Destiny's going to give it. Oh. did we make?
Jezebel Bottoms did get hurt out on this. This is, this is all fun and games. It really is, but it also is one of the competitions that people get hurt most in.
Absolutely.
Right? I
Absolutely.
heard that. And
Destiny with another successful wild drag race.
we'll try to get back with Tom and see if Jezebel is going to be okay. She was walking off, though, so I'm sure she's...
I'm sure she'll be fine. Next team's at the go. Here come those steers.
Oh, there's Kimberly K. My new heartthrob. Oh.
My.
Yeah, oh, gosh. Oh, my. Oh.
Just getting trampled right there. Look at that. Look at that. Steer won't let him up.
And that flag is still up.
Goodness.
Okay, it's across the line. Okay, now, here we go.
Just need to get across.
We got it. All right.
Nicely done.
Kimberly K's team.
And very happy about that. My goodness.
I don't know who the drag queen was, but...
Did a good job.
Very good job.
And a wonderful pantsuit.
I love that. How 70s. How Brady Bunch.
See it?
And here he goes. Yeah.
Just in the technique. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. That is going to take care of Wild Drag Race right now.
Yes, it is. And we are going to go down to Tom. I think he's got Jezebel.
Yeah, without further ado,
Bottoms.
see how Jezebel Bottoms is. Tom, take it away.
I was just in the emergency truck here, and she came back, Jezebel, and it looks like she broke her finger in a few places. Looked like it was rearranged, if you would. She probably won't hold her finger the same way she used to. But other than that, I think she's fine. Medics are looking at her right now. I'm not sure whether they will transport her to straighten out that finger or not, but I'd say she broke it in, I don't know, 2-3 places maybe.
Wow.
But yeah, it's bent up and looks a little funny.
And,
With a name like that, you just have to be okay.
Yeah. I think I'd change my name if it was really Bottoms.
I can't change my name.
I knew Ashley Buzz.
It just fits. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But a great Wild Drag. We're going to be back in a second, folks, with much more rodeo. Stay tuned, guys. San Francisco should be an amazing rodeo.
Well, I've got a couple of shows there, so if you guys possibly can, make it up to San Francisco.
And what's really important about one of those shows, actually, is that
all the benefits are going to the IGRA. So for San Francisco.
Hurricane relief.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I just play. I never know. They just say, here, monkey, here's your guitar, play and sing. That's all I do.
But that's good. At Harvey's in the Castro, right in the middle of the Castro in San Francisco, Steph will be playing like a 30-40 minute set, actually.
Yeah. So that will be really fun. And I'm pretty good with just me and my guitar, so please come on out if you can.
You're pretty good with your guitar. We're going to take a second. We're going to go down to Tom, and we had a couple of questions throughout the rodeo.
Yeah, Tom. And these are Tom questions because he probably is one of the most knowledgeable guys about rodeo.
Absolutely, absolutely. He knows quite a bit. Tom, are you with us?
I am definitely with you, Brad and Steph.
I tell you, Tom, one of the first things that we wanted to talk about and ask about in steer riding, we saw steers, obviously cowboys and cowgirls, but we also saw some cows. Are those considered steers, or were they steers, or were they just kind of ticked off cows?
Yeah, and why?
Well, that's a great question. Great question, especially for this year. This is the first year that IGRA has approved cows to be used as steers, not as steers, but instead of steers. So a lot of stock contractors, especially in the middle of the summertime, have difficulty going out and getting the right weight of steers to bring to the rodeos. So we have made it okay and approved it that stock contractors can use heifers if it's easier for them to do that, which it was at this rodeo.
Was it my imagination, or are they a little bit more ornery?
Oh, they sure can be, you know. You don't want to piss off the women in the middle of the summer, I'll tell you.
Thank you, especially if it's that time of the month. Woo!
Exactly. You just never know. A lot of times the heifers will be just a little edgier, maybe a little rowdier. Some of the steers, you know, castrated bulls, they're just a little quieter. Those heifers are I call them wiry. You know,
You'd be
they
quiet
can just
too if you were castrated. But hey, Tom, I do have a question. Why do they castrate some? And I mean, I'm all concerned with the testicle. Why and some are not?
Well, as far as agriculture is concerned, I mean, they'll castrate the bulls and make them steers because they'll grow and mature faster. So if you're in the industry for meat and you're going to ship them off, you want them to mature quickly. And that's what, and so they would castrate them and they would mature more quickly that way.
So in other words, McDonald's.
Plus,
and
plus,
Testicle Festival.
And just as major of an issue as that, the bulls would be a little more rank and they're a little tougher to work with.
Wow.
Excellent. Something
very
else that
interesting.
came up that I actually have no idea about, and I don't know if you do either.
Right.
During steer riding, and I think one or two other events, there's a pole that's in the chute that we saw.
That kind of, yeah. What is that for?
What is that?
The pole that I have right here, actually. And if you don't mind me saying, I call it a hooker. I'm not sure if I'm known for that or not, but someone told me, called it that one time, and I just kind of carried it on. I call it a hooker. Got a hooker? But anyway, this hook right here, if you look, we're standing in front of the chute here in the arena, but most of the time we're behind this gate back here when we're tying a steer rider in, or a bull rider, or a bronc rider for all that matter. And we use these apparatuses here that we call riggings with the horn on the bottom of them, and the cowboy or cowgirl is tied into this part of it right here. Well, what we do with this hook is from up here we can reach underneath of the animal, grab a hold of the other end of the rigging, and pull it through to us. So we can pull it up so we can use it, or use it to get it back on our side.
Very good. So we don't have
smart.
we don't have to have anybody down in the chute trying to get any ropes.
Exactly.
Or anything like
That'd be very dangerous. One more question that I was kind of concerned with. You know, there are times, especially on bull riding, bronc riding, that kind of thing, the buckles are already made for these events. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So if no one wins, is there a big pot where these things go, or what happens to the buckle?
Well, as far as the buckle is concerned, the buckle would go back to the sponsor that sponsored the buckle. So if there were no cowboys or cowgirls that covered the, yes.
Warrant for your arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Really?
Now, talk about...
You know what, I think I'm supposed to have boys that help me out here.
Talk about a fantasy come true.
Oh,
Tom Sheridan
in handcuffs.
under arrest.
And not a fantasy that I have to see it.
I believe that we'll see him later in San Francisco, which we can't get to. Steph, this was an amazing rodeo.
This was a really, really good rodeo.
These DC people know how to put up some hospitality and put on a great rodeo.
They do, and they know, and they're so sweet. I've not met any of these people that aren't just the kindest, nicest people. If you ever have a chance, just get on the website, igra.com. Please look into joining one of these associations. Even if it's 20 miles from your hometown, they're usually in major cities all across the country, and they're so much fun. You can meet some really great people, even if you never have been on a horse in your life. If you just want to meet some cool people, this is a great place to do it. It really is.
And as important as well, hit www.steffmahan.com with two F's, STEFFMAHAN.com.
Not a way to meet friendly people, because it gets you to meet.
You can hear some great music there. You can purchase CDs.
Yes.
Check out your tour schedule.
Yes.
As well. A lot of
San
great
Francisco.
A lot of great pictures. I mean, it's a really good website.
Thank you.
Very interactive, very, very good.
Thank you very much.
And I tell you what, you know, rodeo's over now. Award ceremonies later. Parties, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And that's why I'm here for. So wrap it up.
We're going to see you in San Francisco coming up next. Can't wait to get there.
Yeah, next weekend.
Thank you for joining us in DC, folks.
Thank you so much.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you next time.
Thank you.